What's good, chat? Welcome in. Witchpen, welcome in. 3 in existence. Luna with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate y'all. Hope stream went well. Is everybody in the Shock Cinematic Universe just streaming now? If so, that's kind of fire. Welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate you with the biddy. Luna, thank you, thank you. Join Sizak tourney, please. Do they need another player? I was kind of looking forward to Gold Stakes tonight, but I could be convinced. No, but it would be cool. I mean, if they're not in dire need of an extra player, I'm chilling then. That's okay. If you don't, I'm adding a black deck to the pile. Go ahead, because there's like 6 of them in there anyway. What's up, Schmeckles in YouTube chat? Help, I've been sent to YouTube chat. Fate worse than death. 07s. 07s. Chat, how are we doing on this fine Saturday evening? Damn it, my bribery didn't work. 10K for any seed blue %? No. Streamer, I reached big blind ante 1 in my few black deck gold stake win. Gold stake runs at the end of stream. I wish you luck at beating my PB. Hey. Black deck big blind ante 1. That's huge. That's huge. GG's. I'm saving for switch buttons, you absolute monster. I can't believe it. Sorry, I had to snap the GF. Hi, how's it going? What's up, someone unknown? Unknown, if this is yet another day where you have my stream open while you're actively participating in a tournament, I'm gonna freak out. Who banished me to the YouTube realm? That was wild. I completed single-player Jokerless for the first time today. Congrats, that's huge. Scored 500k without glass, was running straights. Yeah, weakest straights build, dude. Weakest Jokerless straights build. Existence got you with the hydrate. I'm out of the hospital. I'm better now a bit. That's good. Wishing for a safe recovery. Unknown and Luna with the 5 stream streaks. What's up, Ty in YouTube chat? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Can't participate in Sizak's tourney today, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. Interesting. Is that Tilly? No, that's a different Ty. I'm on a 38 stream streak. Damn. Excuse me. I've been trying and failing at Gold Stake Nebula deck. Any advice? Advice for Nebula deck? Okay, so the Nebula deck is -1 consumable, and you start with Telescope, so we gotta think. -1 consumable is annoying for a multitude of reasons. I don't think it actually holds you back all that much. There are not too many runs of Gold Stake Nebula where the -1 consumable is going to be like actively losing you runs, but there are a multitude of Gold Stake Nebula runs where it's going to be annoying. Emperor and Priestess are going to be worse because they can only generate you 1 card. Blue Seals, very notably, I think the biggest bad thing about -1 consumable slot is less spots for your Blue Seals. Blue Seals are incredibly polarizing on the Gold Stake. If you're playing pair builds, if you're playing just any build that is easily spammable, like high card pair, 2 pair, are the kind of the holy trinity in the -1 discard from Blue Stake meta right now. If you're going for any of those types of hands, as long as you have a bunch of Blue Seals in your deck, you can just keep farming planet cards, and that's going to give you more and more base scoring to those hands, and it's just going to make them overall very spammy, very powerful to play. -1 consumable means you're getting roughly, I mean, you're getting half as many planet cards from your Blue Seals, which is not ideal whatsoever. Aside from that, that's like the only thing where I think it actively hinders you. The other things, it's just like you need to be maybe slightly more aware of how you manage your consumable slots and stuff like that. But also, building upon the spammable hands thing, spammable hands like pair, like two pair, like high card are very good on the Nebula deck because you have that telescope voucher, and the telescope voucher puts whatever your highest played planet card is into your packs, obviously. So if you're playing a build like pairs or two pairs where you're slamming like 3 hands to beat blinds, then that's just going to be locking that planet card into your celestial packs, which like kind of makes up for the lesser planets from the blue seals. So I would say, obviously, don't try and force any builds, but you know, forcing pair and or two pair on Nebula is never really a bad play. Early game always fries me. I mean, that's fair. I would say early game try to rely on like jokers, and also don't worry about telescope in the early game. A lot of the times people are going to try and like maybe put those good hands into their telescope early on. You don't need to do that. Don't do that. If you're going into the early game and you're playing like flush into pair to beat the or the small blind, and then you're playing like flush into 3 pairs to beat the big blind, just don't do that. Econ is far more important than your telescope. Your telescope is going to have the hand that you want in there anyway, unless you're playing like a big hand, in which case you're probably doing fine anyway. Anyway, let's see. Hello, femboy shock. That's crazy. I hate that I can't use Glumbus emote. I'm so sorry, man. Just sub up. Just sub up. Saving my points to switch buttons at the worst possible time. Yeah, that about tracks. That about tracks. Okay. I've had people genuinely suggest to me to sell jokers I was clearly trying to gold sticker. Or are we talking about the main Balatro Discord? I don't even go in the main Balatro Discord. I would say if you're looking for a large Balatro community, just hit up the subreddit. Because I've heard the Discord is like kind of toxic. The subreddit, I interact with like 3 or 4 times a week and it always seems fine. If you want like a very big community centered around Balatro, BMP Discord is great. Yeah, BMP Discord as well. My Discord, exclamation mark Discord. Really good community there. I disagree. That's crazy, unknown. W plug. True that. True that. One game you get to play flush house spam, and then the next game you unironically ball with 3 of a kind. Dude, 3 of a kind is so good on erratic deck. 3 of a kind and 2 pair. So good. So good. People like 2K and Terroirs exist. That's so facts. Chat was that subtle. Was it? I'm just kidding. Cleaner promotional transition than Linus Tech Tips. I've never watched Linus Tech Tips in my life, so I don't know if that's like a shit post or if that's like genuine praise. Anyway, chat. Anyway, chat. How do you transition from big hands in the first few antes to pairs? Jokers, essentially. You play big hands, play big hands to beat the early blinds in the least amount of hands so that you're getting money. And then pretty much as soon as you have 1 chips joker and 1 flat mult joker, you can just immediately start pivoting to pairs. I mean, obviously you have to count your score a little bit, but like essentially just 1 chip joker, 1 flat mult joker, you're chilling, you're off to the races. Femboy shock, is this just shock's ult? No. No. Preferably a scaling molt joker. Scaling molt joker is good. Ideally, you want both. You want a flat mult joker like Mystic Summit so that you can play one pair and get out of blinds, but then you also want a scaling joker for like, you know, because you're going to be wanting to pivot out of Mystic Summit in the late game. Whereas in the late game, maybe you're, you know, if you have Grimbo, maybe it's like plus 30, plus 40 mult, and then at that point, you're kind of just never pivoting out of that if you're playing pairs, just because pairs, even if you have like a shitload of planet cards, pairs base scaling is still like pretty slow or pretty small. 3 of a kind supremacy definitely depends on the deck. If you're not playing a deck that like edits your deck composition in any way, I would say 3 of a kind is not the greatest. 3 of a kind requires deck fixing and is like marginally stronger than pairs. Obviously, if you're on like erratic deck, 3 of a kind is free. If you're on painted deck, 3 of a kind is free. If you're on abandoned deck especially, 3 of a kind is free. But I mean, usually it's just bait. Usually it's just bait. Usually you just need a deck fix for it. And it's like not, it's like marginally better than pairs. 3 of a kind is just kind of a win more type of thing. 4 of a kind, my goat on white stake. I mean, white stake you can get away with pretty much anything, to be fair. 4 of a kind is an underrated gold stake build, though, I will say. It's also very heavily deck dependent, though. 4 of a kind for plasma, bro. So good. So good. I'm looking down because I'm texting on my phone in this chat. I'm actually not. I'm ripping the paper that has been accumulated in the spiral of my spiral notebook just from ripping pages out. Proof. What about 2 of a kind? Dude, 2 of a kind, best gold stake hand. And it's not close right now. I accidentally read my own message. Sorry, need to make it look like I'm not really there, brother. My dad played Balatro earlier this morning after they woke up and he got to ante 4. I'm so proud of him. Wait, that's huge. What about 1 of a kind? Okay, yeah. The multiplayer player saying that is so par for the course, it's not even funny. The multiplayer player in chat saying 1 of a kind. That's, I mean, you could not script a better interaction. What streamer doesn't show us is the phone taped to the other side of the notebook. You got me. I haven't played multiplayer in a month. I'm washed. That's fair. BMP match high card. Dude, the flowchart. It always comes around. The flowchart always comes around. Okay, chat. We're doing gold stakes. We have a lot, and I mean a lot, of redeem this deck. Redeem this deck redeems queued on Twitch. We have, in the Redeem a Deck queue, Plasma, Erratic, Nebula, Black, Green, Black, Black, Ghost, Checkered, Black. Existence with the Hydrate, I got you. I need to teach my dad about the flowchart. Bro, do not be teaching new players about the flowchart. What the Sigma? Hello? That is crazy. Teach new players about the flowchart. No. No. Flowchart best? Hey, you know, I'm not denying it. What is the flowchart? The flowchart consists of 2 things. The first thing is Q ranked, referring to Balatro multiplayer. And the second thing is high card game. Flowchart should be taught to every new player. They'll be lucky rank in no time. Chat, should I do a series where I try to get #1 but only play high card? Just force high card every time. Getting #1 with like a 6% win rate for the 6% of runs where Baron actually pulls up. Yes. I'm not doing that. You are not getting that #1. No, not even close. You're gonna turn into bacon and phantom food? Probably. Isn't just every player bacon food at this point because he just queues nonstop? Anytime I glance the leaderboard, that's literally like, he literally has like so many more games than the last time. It's actually kind of wild. Phantom's busy and he's washed, so no. Phantom is not washed, bro. Wasn't Phantom above Sizak not too long ago? Phantom is not washed, bro. Okay, he's below Sizak, but he's got... Bro, he has a higher win rate than Sizak. How is that washed? You're going to tell me Sizak is washed? Those are players disregard, huh? Bacon eats people? Bacon does indeed eat people. Just kill those players? Wait, 5-head. Wait, 5-head. If I just commit manslaughter... if I just commit manslaughter, then, then it's fine. The leaderboard's outdated? Who is gonna tell me this? What do you mean the leaderboard's outdated? How do I see the leaderboard? Use Luchador to disable them? Wait, 5-head? Wait, you're so right. Ultima, what? I can't see the message. Are you posting like emotes in my chat? I can't see. There have been like 2 messages that you've sent in YouTube chat where it's just literally looks like blank space. I'm so confused. Hot potato? We're not doing hot potato. I would love to do hot potato later. Like, not later as in tonight, but later as in like, sorry, I typed only spaces. Gotcha. Okay, no, that's fine. I just thought I was schizophrenic. I would love to check out hot potato again. We're not going to be doing it tonight. Maybe a next week thing. Anyway. Guess you could say I spaced out. +2, ban that chatter. I'm just kidding. Okay, anyway. Let's get into the queue. So we have like I said, Plasma, Erratic, Nebula, Black, Green, Black, Black, Ghost, Checkered, Black. So I believe there are 10 games in the queue. Probably we will get through 3 or 4 if we lose a bunch, and 1 or 2 if we win. Definitely not 1, because probably Gold Stake is going to be the whole stream. But we'll see. Anyway, the queue is starting with Plasma, so let's go Plasma deck, Gold Stake. Let's start the Twitch prediction. Not for Crash, no Crash. Not for Crash, no Crash. We'll do Locked In or We're Cooked. So much Black deck. I think Black deck is realistically half of the queue. I forgot Green deck existed. Yeah, exactly what Schmeckles said. I think a lot of people forget that Green deck exists. Bro, the Green deck hate is not deserved. Let me just say that. Let me just say that. The Green deck hate is not deserved. Can I redeem for Jaeger Bomb deck? You're funny. Green deck is just a different game. Green deck is peak. See, that's where I have a problem. Okay, the green deck doesn't deserve the hate, but when people say green deck is peak, that's where I come in and I say I have a problem. Green deck was my first Gold Stake, so I say it's Gotatron. Green deck is fun. Green deck is fun. Play Doug deck? What the hell is Doug deck? Blue Stake Winstreaks when? Hello? I want to redeem Jaeger Bomb deck. Would you accept it? No. Okay, maybe if it was isolated from the win streaks, maybe if we didn't count it towards win streaks, maybe. I'm saying no, though. At least for right now. When the queue is already this full, I'm going to say no. Maybe if you catch me on a day when the queue is like empty or only 1 or 2 decks, maybe I would allow that. Still waiting for the Blue Stake rework where it's actually -2 discards instead. True. What's Jaeger Bomb deck? It's from multiplayer. It's the cocktail deck, which smushes together 3 random decks. Except the Jaeger Bomb deck is the 3 worst decks combined. So it's green deck, Nebula deck, black deck. Every time you queue it. Some of the best econ gen I've gotten has been on green deck. Found the chatter who doesn't know what interest is. I think green and plasma get similar hate. Actually, great decks just got to play different. I don't know if I would say plasma or green is great for Gold Stake. Green, yeah, I mean, you're definitely right about playstyle. The playstyles are just awkward as shit. But I don't know if they're like above average decks. Love green deck in general. Not a, by no means a great deck in terms of gold stake, but still one of my favorite and best decks. Plasma doesn't get enough hate because most people play white stake. Yeah, or they watch Raffle, where like every other deck. I mean, Plasma deck is just weird for gold stake because if you get a bad seed, you have to do so much heavy lifting to get it to work. But on the other hand, if you get like I was gonna say photo Chad or WeChad, but realistically, if you get a Chad in general on the Plasma deck, pack it up. Pack it up. You win. Runs over. Raffle needs to upload more weird decks, man. Bro, Raffle literally uploads 4 decks. Has anybody else noticed this? 5 decks. 5 decks. I get why the weird decks don't get views, but Raffle Heavy exists. Dude, he actually uploads 5 decks on the main channel. Checkered, once in a blue moon. Blue, once in a blue moon. And then Yellow Ghost Plasma. That's literally it. That's literally it. Black deck plus painted deck plus grabber plus 2 ectoplasms. What is bro yapping about? Hello? Black painted grabber 2 ectoplasms. What? He said he plays for views and content, not enjoyment, basically. That sounds like the most Raffle thing I've ever heard, to be fair. Must suck to have to play the game like that. I mean, he's getting that bag. He's getting that bag. There's also just a lot of Balatro fatigue, which is why I'm starting to, if you've been paying attention to my YouTube channel, you'll notice that I've missed a couple of uploads in the past week. It's because I'm trying to pivot towards more like video essay type stuff until the game comes out, or until the game comes out. The game hasn't, the game that I have 700 hours in hasn't released yet, chat. Breaking news. Until the new update comes out, because like, dude, Balatro views across the platform are diminishing. Across the internet are diminishing. There is so much Balatro fatigue right now, it's insane. So I'm trying, like the update video that I made did really well, so I'm trying to do like more game theory and like, you know, just helpful, I guess, scripted videos like that, because those seem to perform well and are also fun to make, as opposed to like, like, I don't know. It's not that Balatro content is slop right now, because that's like definitely not the case. But it's like, it's just all the same. It's just all the same. If you've seen one Raffle video, you've seen all of them. If you've seen one of my videos, you've seen all of them. If you've seen one of Doc's videos, Doc is like pretty much the only one where he like somewhat innovates still, but like if you've seen one Doc video, you've kind of seen them all. It's been 25 minutes. Are you going to play the game? 500 of those sitting in the menu yapping. It's going to be 25 more if you keep that up. I sit here and yap, brother. We'll get into the runs. We'll play a bunch of runs. But I stream to yap. Alert Jolt is live awesomeness. What? BMP is getting a lot of traction because we're still changing the game. BMP is not changing the game. BMP is min-maxing the game, which is why the community is growing, because it's BMP is for the people like me who maybe aren't. BMP is for the people in my position who don't make content. The meta is changing. I mean, yeah, that's essentially it. BMP is for the people in the Balatro community who like grind Balatro, because BMP is like all like min-maxing sweats, right? There are no casual players in BMP. Like literally zero. There are no, I mean I'm just gonna full stop there. There are no casual BMPers. Rarin has been adding weird Balatro mods similar to his Hearthstone content. Okay, Rarin is a good example, honestly. I like Rarin's challenge run videos. I need to make more time to watch more of them. I'm casual, been too sick / depressed to grind. Bro, you are not you are not casual. Anybody who, dare I say, anybody who plays ranked is not casual. The only people in the Balatro multiplayer community that I could see as being casual are like people who just play against their friends, like in private lobbies. If you play ranked, you are not casual. Especially so in the grand scheme of Balatro players. If you play Balatro multiplayer ranked, you are about as far from casual as you can get. I know people who are casual. They're like stones that do whatever they want. I mean, what's even the point of playing ranked at that point, to be fair? But like still. If you play randoms, you are not casual. I mean, yeah, that's essentially what I'm talking about. Any tips on starting to make Balatro content, or is it a bad time and I should wait for the update? My advice for you would be innovate. However you feel necessary. I would say if you're going to make Balatro content, do it in like a video essay style, like I just yapped about. If you're getting into Balatro content, I mean, obviously just do what you want, because like if you get into content trying to min-max everything, you're not going to get views just because you're going to be fiddling around too much, for lack of a better term. But like if you're trying to make raffle videos right now and you're starting from zero, you're going to get nowhere. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Would my advice change when the update drops? Yeah, absolutely. My theory is that when the update drops, people who maybe played Balatro for like 10 hours and then dropped it are going to get back into it. There's going to be a massive influx of people who come back to the game. I think the view count for Balatro is going to shoot, obviously depending on the update's content, because if the update comes out, if the update comes out and it's like 2 minor changes, then nobody's going to care. But if it's like a big content update, which like it's already kind of seeming like it's going to be, I think it's gonna I think the new update is gonna inject a bunch of viewers into Balatro. But at the time being, I would say if you're trying to just make like raffle-esque content, it's not gonna work. Also, my advice for anybody starting YouTube who is not doing video essays, if you're doing video essays, just post good quality content and it'll blow up because people love video essays. If you're not doing like highly edited like video essay type game or like type videos, post shorts. Anywhere and everywhere you can. Post shorts. Post shorts. Anywhere and everywhere you can. Can't wait for the BMP meta change after the update, like illusion being an angle. Wait, that's actually that's technology. Watched Bean's first Balatro video. It was not too long ago. Yeah, Bean started posting, I want to say like just barely before I started posting for Balatro. Do Oops All Sixes stack? They do. They definitely do. Okay, I've missed a bunch of chat while I was yapping. All in all, you were right. Same content, but it's still nice for people who enjoy Gold Stake and enjoy watching people figure the puzzle. That's exactly it, and that's why I've started doing, like, the few videos that I do upload now. Not the few videos, but the videos that I've done in the past, like, week or two are, like, I just sit down at my PC. Like, I don't re-upload stream runs anymore, or at least I haven't for a while. Just because, like, I think that meta is kind of dying and or already dead for Balatro, right? Like, three hit it on the head. Earlier, they said literally everybody just does, like, the raffle intro. Like, literally everybody does the raffle intro now. Literally everybody does the raffle intro right now. So I have just strown away from that, and I just do, like, recorded videos where I talk to the audience directly and not like stream re-ups and stuff like that, including the copy-pasted monologue. Okay, to be fair, oh, in the description, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I'm guilty of that. More than 2 people saying run blue %. I'm not running blue %. Hell no. Excuse me. The update will bring the masses back for a bit. I wish the dev would work with the mod team and that could create a sustained community. I mean, it's rough because the dev has said the reason they don't want to do, the reason they don't want to like work with the mod community is they don't want mods to like influence their ideas for game design, which I do completely understand. And Thunk is like a very hands-off dev anyway, and like, you know, They just want to be... They want to treat it as a passion project, which I think is a very good line to take with a game, especially a solo dev game such as this. I think he's like totally in the right for doing that. But like, I don't know. The fact that it's been this long without an update, I don't know. I think working with modders improves games. Great example is Stardew Valley. I mean, yeah, I would 100% agree. I think innovation is just the key to content creation in general. Essentially, yeah. Essentially. For sure. Okay. Anyway, let's get into Plasma Deck. Another great example would be Undertale. True. Where did Shock's alt go? Femboy Shock, hello. GG's. Investment tag, big blind. Real quick, I'm gonna go point my fan at myself because I'm like actually sweating ass in my room. I don't know what is up, but it's like boiling in here. Was there a poll? There was a Jamble. It was just forever ago because I was yapping so much. I got 2 Oops All Sixes and 2 Hanging Chads. I have so much money from these lucky cards, bro. That's going to be a money printer. Excuse me. Okay. So we have investment tag big blind. That's really nice for the Plasma deck because it gives us an opportunity to see this first shot. Well, for the Plasma deck, it doesn't really matter because if you're losing to blind, if you're not winning round 1 in one hand on Plasma deck, you're just kind of a goober. W voice crack. I think skipping for the investment tag is fine. Sets us up to have very good econ on the Plasma deck, and having good econ, being able to re-roll the shop for some of the win conditions is like very nice. So we'll skip for investment tag. The clubs boss is completely fine. We do have a straight here. I actually don't know if this wins with 1 debuffed card. I'm going to test it. This might be selling. Did not win. That's okay. We do have a an investment tag to offset that. If I can draw the flush. There we go. Clubs flush skipping big blind. What is this blue percent? True. Shock 160 days until it's been a year of me watching you. Damn. It was a good yap sesh. I appreciate y'all, chat. Okay, Perishable Juggler's pretty bad. Hieroglyph makes a return. Honestly, ugh. Oh, actually, Wall is not that bad on the Plasma deck. We have an Orbital tag for upgrading a straight by 3 levels. I don't like missing that many shops, but a level 4 straight going into the Wall is so nice on the Plasma deck because that's level 4 straight is base, what, 120 chips? Base 120 chips. So if you're playing like absolute bum goober bullshit hands, you're scoring 3,600 points. That's pretty good. I guess on straights it's not, but I digress. It's a very risky play. It's a very risky play, but the hieroglyph here is a way to just like econ max. On the Plasma deck specifically, you're not really using all of your hands to get points. You're kind of just earning the points in one big hand because if you're chips maxing, which is like the goated strat for Plasma, generally you're just going to have one big hand where you get like all of your retriggers fitted into one. And then after that, you know, you're going to spend the rest of your hand searching for your cards. So I think the -1 hand here is only impactful for like econ and seeing cards. I don't think it's impactful for scoring. If we take the hieroglyph here, we essentially get to see ante-1 again. The Wall we're not going to be able to win in one hand, I don't think. Wall would be 2,400 points, right? Yeah, Wall would be 2,400 points on the Plasma deck in ante-1. So we would need like 2 hands to beat that, but we would essentially just get 2 free blinds where we get to rake in the interest money and we get to see shops. Not my least favorite play here. We could maybe run it. We could maybe run it. Still gonna say this more times, but I find it funny how I found you because I wanted advice for green deck black stake. Yo, I didn't even know that's how you found me. That's actually hilarious. Wait, that's awesome. So what are we taking if we don't take the hieroglyph is the question here. I think probably a reroll into maybe Celestial Pack, depending on what we grab from here. Celestial Pack, we'd be looking for like 2 pair for the early game would be ideal. The straight angle could not be that bad. If we get some deck fixing, we could do like 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. Probably for this early in the game, 2 pairs just the best thing. I think the angle... Celestial has a lot of misses. Like, even though every planet card is like a good amount of chips, there's still a lot of misses. So I think probably the best angle here is either hieroglyph or reroll into something. Mike, why did I log into Twitch and I found a streamer with the tag Booba? And by the way, whatever you're thinking, it's way worse than that. So much worse. That's crazy. Shock in. There's no way you just said shock in instead of lock in. Also, welcome in, Harry. I found this guy through Vaga Washed. That's crazy. I just kept seeing you streaming in my YouTube recommendation, so I decided to watch one. Huge. Streamer is 5'1". I am not 5'1". I'm not 5'1". Is Twitch just fan service now? What do you mean now? Now? Is Twitch just fan service now? Do you realize what you just, like, asked? Streamer is 5 foot. Chat, I'm not 5 foot. I'm not 5 foot. I'm literally 5'8". Don't up arrow that. Streamer is 5 foot. Nah, he's 4'11". Chat, what are we doing? Let's just take the hieroglyph. Let's play a little risky, shall we? Take the hieroglyph, and then we'll take the Celestial Pack. We do get the Uranus card. That's pretty fire. Don't up arrow that. Chat, what are we doing? Shock, you're only 5'8". What do you mean only? I'm a towering 5'8". Thank you. Best run I've had in a while, and then I get a soul. I'm going to guess that it's Canio. We'll see if I'm correct. All right, let's go for the flush. Shock, you're only 5'10". Hello? Streamer is 3'1". Hello? Shock, I'm the same height as you, and I'm in middle school. That's gotta be embarrassing. It's gonna be really embarrassing for you when I ban you for even saying that. Trib? That's crazy. Eternal Rental Brainstorm. That's kind of fantastic. Shock, you're only 2 inches tall. True. Shock is 9 inches. We all know that Shock is 3'1". I'm only 5'1". Unknown, you're only 5'1". Streamer, you said Chad was WinCon. Chad is WinCon, but not when it's perishable. So this gives me, I guess, I'm framing this like it's a YouTube video, but I mean, people watch my Gold Stake streams for advice. So here's the advice that I'm going to give for the Plasma deck. Actually, just in general, but especially for the Plasma deck. Probably I'm going to take this Eternal Rental Brainstorm. The win conditions on the Plasma deck that you're usually going to go for are on trigger effects. So specifically, like, chips on trigger effects are really good, like the Todd, like the Scary Face, stuff like that. The Arrowhead. So copy technology is like very good with jokers that, you know, want retrigger effects. If you see a rental blueprint or brainstorm in Gold Stake, I think it's always worth picking up. A lot of people get scared because it's of like the early rental fee. Well, we're at interest cap right now, so we don't really care about that. But even so, if you find one, like, copy technology is just so broken. If we find one Econ Joker that is copyable, if we find one Econ Joker that's copyable, this pays for itself and gives us an insane amount of money. Like, if we find a to-do list, as soon as to-do list hits something like high card where we can just spam it, this is a disgusting amount of money. So I think probably you should always take Eternal Rental Brainstorms. And, well, not Eternal Rental, but like rental blueprints and brainstorms, things such as, I think they're always worth. Just because you only need it to hit like one good Econ Joker before it's like, okay, now we're just winning. The orbital tag changes when you take hieroglyph. What? This was on straights before, now it's on full houses. Hello? I bought a telescope today. That's huge. That's actually sick. I'm not over 6 feet tall, but if it counted for anything, I'm still growing as a person. Mike, just get incredibly ripped and develop the body type of a cannonball. What? That ceiling doesn't reach 5'8". What do you mean it doesn't reach 5'8"? The ceiling doesn't... I'm so confused. Shock, you have height. Hello? It was like $30. Wait, that's actually kind of sick. Okay, well, I wasn't taking that skip tag anyway, probably, after taking the hieroglyph, but I think it's really funny that it just went to full house for no reason. Shock, you're 57. I'm not 57. Switch the key switch on my spacebar, and it feels so weird. Interesting. 11 bucks. I probably don't take the bootstraps. I think if you're running any flat molt jokers on the plasma deck, you're just dying. You're just dying. I think it's never a good play to pick up any, even bootstraps where the ceiling for it is like insanely high. I think any flat molt joker on the plasma deck just dies, because the only X molt builds that are going to win on plasma deck consistently are X molt on trigger builds, and so the flat molt triggers after that, so then it's just pennies on the dollar anyway. But usually you want to chip smacks more than that, so I think they're just always not good. My doctor told me I lost an inch. It's real. I'm so confused. Okay, let's take the credit card, because you should always take credit card. Let's take the Mega Arcana for the Temperance in here. That's going to give me 2 bucks. I have Wheel. I have Fool. I think probably... I don't really care about suit changers right now, because my direction for right now, since I don't have like a win condition in my Joker slots, is still just like 2 pair, just because that's the easiest like generic scoring hand that can get you out of the blinds. So I think for right now, I'm just gonna Fool for the Uranus card, and then we'll sell the credit card and try and get a wheel hit on the Brainstorm. We do not get one on the Brainstorm. Let's go next. Into the Wall. Probably I just sold the entire run, actually. I should have taken some sort of... I should have rolled for, like, a scoring joker in the shop. Excuse me. I like green deck simply because with any econ joker, it's fun to play because no interest and credit card is buffed. I mean, I guess. It stays in the VOD anyway. Hello? I don't even know what chat is saying. Wall is doable with 2 pair. Yeah, maybe. I guess we can check. 9s and 3s. Oh, yeah, never mind. I kind of forgot that we had Uranus levels. We have no value in the deck, so we always just ship 2 pairs. Kind of forgot that we took those 2 Uranus cards. That is my bad, chat. Okay, we'll take the 11 bucks. Sixth Sense, if it was not Eternal, would be sick here because we would have some direction with the run. If we get an Immolate, that's just free money. If we get even like a Sigil or something like that, we at least have, you know, we can build towards, I guess, like Flush House on Plasma Deck is like a lot of chips. There's a lot of Spectral cards that just give you value, but as an Eternal, I don't really want to take this. Probably on the Plasma Deck, we could take this. I think on the Plasma Deck, oftentimes, especially with a copy technology joker, I think oftentimes you can get away with having just like some Eternal Econ jokers here and there. But Sixth Sense provides us no value after the first like 4 6s, as opposed to, you know, unless we start adding more 6s. Let's take a reroll here. 8 ball. Oh god, don't make me do it. Let's take the Arcana pack. It's gonna make me lucky 8s, and it's gonna bait me into a 8-ball run. Sixth Sense is incompatible. It's definitely incompatible. That's not what I was worried about. What's up, the Balatro egg? Welcome in. Estrogen stream at 100K. Hello? Sicarius with the follow. Welcome in. What are sold runs? Essentially runs where like they were super winnable, but like maybe I got distracted by chat, or like maybe I misclicked and like crashed a bus or something. and they died. Essentially, it boils down to runs where, like, if I was playing off stream, probably I could have won them, but like, I got distracted and threw them in the garbage. I mean, we could do 8-ball, realistically. If we just try and snowball with a bunch of 8s. So here's the thing about 8-ball. This is maybe going to be a tutorial for 8-ball. 8-ball is very easy to snowball with if you just go full-on 8-ball build. Because you can start scoring 8s. Those 8s are going to give you tarot cards. Tarot cards are oftentimes econ or deck fixing. You can use the deck fixing tarot cards to make more 8s, which in turn scores you more 8s, which gets you more tarot cards, which fixes your deck easier. So it's pretty, like, 8-ball to start is rough, but once you have like 6 or 7 or 8 8s in your deck, it's kind of just infinite tarot cards, and from there it's just winning. From there it's just winning. So like, I don't know. This is, with a brainstorm, it's like not a horrible play. It's not a good one either though. I am just going to make lucky 8s and then probably take the 8-ball. The only other, like, playable things for the plasma deck are we could do Sun for, like, Flush House. Or we could crank the wheel and just hope for foil. But that's not even really a good play. So let's take the lucky 8s and then we'll take the 8-ball just for the 8-ball sympathizers. Also, if I was really worried about my scoring, maybe if we didn't have the additional levels in 2-pair, we could take this blue joker and just copy it with the brainstorm. And probably that blasts us through this ante and probably a lot of the next ante. I don't feel it's necessary, but maybe I'll get punished for that train of thought. Let's discard for 8s. I have a suspicion that this 2-pair might win since it's with higher ranks. I'm not sure. Okay, it does win. Your chat is being stupid. Can you shame them? They're always stupid. What do you mean? You must do a femboy stream in December. Why? Sold runs are where we sell 8-ball. That's crazy. Immediately rewarded. It's that easy. Okay. Bro said, oh my cum. Okay, so we are immediately rewarded for the 8-ball. The oops is gonna double the tarot card output on the 8-ball, which is like disgusting. This is gonna allow us to snowball just so hard with 8s. Probably I always take this. We are gonna be taking a little bit of a hit to our econ because the brainstormer's rental, and then maybe in the next couple of blinds we saw that essentially a 40-point 2-pair got like 2,600 points, I think it was. So we're winning the big blind in 2 hands and the boss blind in 2 hands. So we're spending more money on our hands. We're spending more money to pay for more jokers, but probably with the 2 and 4 8-ball that we can copy. Like I said, a lot of tarot cards are econ based, so probably we can expect to get that back. The splash is maybe a play here if we just ship like maybe we get a 2-pair of queens and 9s. But then we have like 1 8 in our deck. We could score the 8 with the splash. Is it worth the $3? Maybe if I was at a higher interest cap, I would say yes. I don't know. With a 2 and 4 8-ball, I mean, if we didn't have oops, I probably wouldn't take the splash. But I think we are kind of incentivized to take the splash here with an oops. Just because even scoring 1 8, that's a coin flip for a tarot card. That's pretty good odds, right? That's pretty good odds. Splash helps with 8s. That's what I'm saying. I think we could probably take splash. Let's just do it. We got 8-ball. We got splash. Those are 2, like, cards that get a lot of shit. Maybe we can win a run with them. So we don't draw the 8s or the 2-pair. Let's discard for one or the other. We do get the 2-pair. We know that this doesn't win. So let's just ship it. Maybe with the 5 it wins. It'll be just barely, though. If this wins, that's a little tragic because we can't score 8s. Now pretty much any hand wins, so I'm just going to full cycle 5 to try and get our 8s. Our 8s are feeling shy, apparently. So let's just ship the pair. This will get us out. I am an egg with no brain, yet I'm sane. Bars? Splash pivot flowchart. What does Splash even do? It scores the cards that are not normally scored. So, like, we shipped a pair there, and it scored 5 cards instead of just scoring 2. The Juggler is maybe some technology if we're playing 2 pairs. Is it worth... This is essentially $5, because after the rental fee, it's going to take me down interest cap. So, is a $5 Juggler worth it? If we're playing 2 pair and trying to find 8s, maybe. I think we could take it. I think I might not. I think also if we're just going to take the Juggler, there's maybe some incentive to take the Paintbrush. I think Juggler is probably a better play, though, just to stay at interest cap. We don't have as many hands because we took the Hieroglyph, so interest cap is pretty good. Damn, it's nearly 6 a.m. Damn! Splash does nothing but crash your bus when you're not paying attention to your riffraff. That's oddly specific. That's oddly specific. Do you maybe have an anecdote? Is that maybe anecdotal? Is that maybe anecdotal? Streamer, please? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Harry. Chad, I think that's my cue to lurk. Okay, get both Juggler and Paintbrush and become painted. I just don't think we can afford to do that. Both, like, metaphorically and literally. I think if we go below interest cap anymore here, we're kind of cooking ourselves. The only thing that I would take in the shop is Juggler, and that's probably kind of risky. I think we just go next. We're at the point where we're winning pretty consistently. I just want to be scoring 8s. We get the 2 pair. Let's ship the... I guess we could ship a low card, see if we can't score some more 8s. We do have lucky 8s as well with the oops, which is pretty fire. We got a 2 for 2 on 8s with the 8 ball. That's pretty sick. Let's keep the 2 pair in hand and discard. I can play 2 pair kings and 10s. That seems fine. Let's do it. Do I want to, like, block for anything? I guess there's some technology here where if I sell the Justice and sell the pop the Priestess and then sell it, like, sell what it yields, we maintain interest cap. The only thing that I would be using Justice for, because we don't have any retriggers, so with the oops, we can use Justice as, like, half a hungman, and that's fine. Is that worth interest cap? If you asked me down the line, I would say probably. If you ask me right now, I would say probably not. So let's maybe go with that line and just maintain interest. Does anyone else's friends swap their play and discard buttons around while you aren't looking so you sell their run? That's crazy. Wait, I gotta start doing that now. That's so fire. We get the Todd. So the Todd is a great win condition for the Plasma deck because it's 31 chips on trigger. With any odd card that you score. I think the last Plasma deck build that I played on the YouTube channel was Odd Todd. I think Odd Todd's, like, fantastic for Plasma deck as a whole. It doesn't really work with the 8-ball route. And it's another rental, which is why I'm maybe a bit skeptical. 6,400 points. We can get out in, like, maybe a couple of 2 pairs. Maybe I just take this because it's a rental. And I can play, like, 1 less 2 pair. We'll go next. Shock didn't see my streak. I'm sorry. Gangsta with a 7-stream streak. Bro said 6 in the streak message. Yep, ban Gangsta. Just kidding, kind of. Quick, Mr. Roommate, swap his play and discard buttons. Wild. The 4 of a kind here does score more points. I think probably if we play this 4 of a kind, we could sell the Odd Todd to not have to pay rent on it. Maybe I don't want to do that yet. Let's go. Does this win is my only question. I don't think it does, right? Because it's the same amount of chips as Uranus. We're just scoring more cards. Okay, that doesn't win. Let's go for 8s. We don't have a 2 pair, so we'll go one more time for 8s. I find a 3 of a kind of 8s. Maybe I ship the 3 of a kind with 2 odd cards, and we just get out. Probably with Splash, I can just ship a high card and get out anyway. So maybe I just do this for more potential 8 triggers. I could trigger the last 8 in my deck. Homeless man, I summon you to swap Shock's play and discard buttons while he's not looking. I love how everybody refers to Mitch as, as homeless man. That's so funny. Okay, let's ship this. I think this doesn't win because we're scoring no odds. We did get a Molt hit. We got a Temperance and a Strength. Who's Mitch? He's a friend of mine that I have on stream occasionally. Let's use the Strength on a 7. That gets us more 6s. Or it gets us more 8s. And then I can Strength a 6 into a 7, which we can Strength in the future again. Let's use the Temperance card. And then I can just ship the high card here. Because we got Temperance, I think Odd Todd is just such a good scoring joker for making sure that we don't die. That probably I'll keep him aboard. 6-7. Welcome in Nags Games. 6-7, bro. Okay, we get 2 Buffoon packs. I can search this one and still keep interest capped while paying for the both of the rents. So let's go for this. Forgot to score the last 8. Was there another 8? Yo, I'm actually blind. That's my bad. Oh, yeah, I literally strengthened an 8. Yo, I'm an idiot. That's my bad. Hologram is a fantastic example of a card that I would take on pretty much any other deck in the game, but I think it's just straight up bait in Plasma. I think if you're not playing retrigger builds in Plasma, you're just dying. So we'll skip the Hologram. I could take the Jumbo Buffoon. I'm fine with my lineup of jokers for right now, so let's just go next. You're gonna make an 8 and then just not play it? I know, I'm selling. That's my bad. Let's discard for the 8s. Chad, am I crazy for wanting to keep these 7s in case we get a strength from an 8? We only get 1 8. Let's ship all the odds for Odd Todd. We get 1 8. Give me a money hit. Damn. Well, we did get a strength, so that was actually a good play. Let's go strength 7s. We get more 8s. This is kind of what I'm talking about. As we get more 8s, it's easier to score more 8s, which gives us more deck fixing, which we can make to, which we could use to score more 8s, and it's kind of just this snowball effect, which is why I think 8-ball is so good. Called it, great play. Hey, streamer luck, man. Streamer luck. Colin had to have been chuckling when making Hologlum. Dude, Hologlum is so fire. Who made the designs? Colin 3ing in chat made all of the Glumbus mod textures. Probably we could play the full house here just for more 8s. Let's ship it. We get Magician Death. That's fantastic. We have 1 hand left. So I need to play like all of the odd cards that I can. Is it maybe better to play the flush here? Because then I get the flush-based chips. I guess if I copy Todd, it really doesn't matter. We can just ship this. I think I'll save the Magician and the Death. I know you're not supposed to block those, but I don't foresee myself buying too much in this next shop anyway. Let's ship the high card. Copy Todd so that we get out in 1 hand. Just so we, like, guaranteed don't die. What if the Grimbo texture was Shock with cat ears? Ban that chatter. Shock, what were your favorite Glumbus jokers? Glorp is my favorite, for sure. Glorp is the best Glumbus joker of all time. I will not have anybody saying anything else. Glorp is fire. Misprint has been Glumbus? Yeah, Misprint is Glumbus. What do you mean? The Invis. I think Invis is kind of fantastic on the Plasma deck. Oftentimes, I don't like the Invis on the Gold Stake because Invis is only really useful when you're running retrigger builds. If you have an Invis build and like a paramaxing build, generally you're going to have like a Chips Joker, maybe 2 Flat Molt Jokers, and then like an X-Molt Joker and then like another X-Molt Joker, an Econ Joker, something like that. What I'm getting at is generally there's usually a chance in like normal gold stake builds for Invis to just whiff, and then you're really sad, especially with the presence of Eternal stickers. I think Invis just has way too much variance to be good. On the Plasma deck, when our Joker lineups oftentimes look like this, this is a pretty good Invis. If we maybe took it over Splash, it negates some of the consistency that we have in getting out with Todd, but then pretty much whatever Invis hits is good. Probably the worst hit would be an 8-ball, but even an 8-ball would not be super tragic. Another Todd, and then we just pivot odd cards with all of the 8 tarot cards, with all of the tarot cards generated by 8s, and we just do an odd Todd build with 3 odd Todds with the Brainstorm. If it hits Oops, then we just go full 8s and maybe like look for Idol or some shit like that, because we would have 4 and 4 8-balls proccing. And if it hits Brainstorm, then we can just do whatever we want. The question is, can we get out of Splash? And I feel like the answer is probably if we copy the Todd. Do you play Clash? I do play Clash. I bought my first cat ears today. Interesting. Excuse me. I know you are John Flush Hate, but what if there was a Joker which let Flush be made with 3 cards? There is a Joker like that. It is from the Pokemon mod. Apom lets you do that. Or it's either Apom or Ambipom, one of the two. And that shit's broken. How many trophies? I have 2 accounts. One is, I think, at 8,000 trophies on the dot, and the other account is at, like, 81 or 8,200. So not like fantastic, but I go through bouts of playing it. I have a 9-year badge because I joined like, I think 6 months after launch I made my account, but I go through like 2 or 3 year gaps where I just won't touch the game. And then I'll go through like year-long gaps where I just like play it every day. I'm in the middle of one of those right now. Do we take the Invis? Chad, do we want to take the Invis? Let's take the Arcana pack first, because this could be money since we're blocking. It is money. We get Tempe. Let's go Magician the 8s. Let's Death with the 4, since we don't want to be deathing odd cards. We do have more Clubs 8s, so normally I would death the Hearts because Bloodstone is a thing, especially with Oops. But maybe when we already have Clubs. Nah, you know what? With Oops, I'm definitely just pivoting Hearts here. I think Invis is bait. It could easily be, but like, I don't know. I don't hate it. Let's take the $7 Temperance. Do we need... Okay, the thing is, do we need Splash if we're copying Todd? I think the answer is no. I don't think it's score bait. I think it's more like Econ bait. I think the only way we get punished if we take Invis is like our rentals just sap us of all of our money if we get unlucky with 8-ball hits. I don't think there's ever a reality... Even going into the Flint... If we just copy Todd with the Brainstorm, I don't think there's ever a reality where we take Invis and we die. Unless I, like, Turbo Greed. Or I get, like, Giga Unlucky on the top decks. Excuse me. Let's go for the Invis. Why not? This is already goofy. We could go for the Uranus card. I guess I'm already going below interest cap, so let's just get some more scoring on our side, especially into the Flint. Maybe that's a good play. We do have a pair of 8s here. I think I will ship this to get tarot cards, and then we have a pair of 3s, which we could ship with another odd pair for copying Todd to get out. So let's just do this for tarots. We got 2 tarots in 1 hit. That's crazy. We do have another 8. Probably now I'm discarding that for a 9 so that I can just get out. Yeah, that gave us like no points, even with the Uranus levels. So now I think we just go full, trying to go for a 2 pair here. We do get 2 pair. We get 9s and 7s. I would be fine with shipping the 8 here, but I don't know how we fare against Flint. I'm assuming double copying, or not double copying, but I'm assuming copying Todd on 4 odd hits, we always get out in 1 hand, but I'm not entirely sure. And, you know, when we're on the gold stake, maybe we just try and, you know, maybe we're just trying to get out. Maybe we're not full greed maxing. So let's ship it. What if blue stake rework had to do with planets because it's blue? That'd be kind of silly. I don't know what you would do though. You got suck ball today? What do you mean suck ball? 8-ball's carrying, bro. Per usual, dare I say. The eye on the plasma deck probably doesn't matter. Again, because on the plasma deck you want to be playing like one giant hand to get out. Probably we just don't care about that. Let's sell you. Let's take the death card into the Arcana pack. Best case would be a hermit in here. I could be convinced to fool for death. But then I'm just copying like a random 8. Which is maybe not terrible for this point in the game. Could also make like a steel 8 if we wanted to go that route. I think that's probably never it. We could fool for a Uranus card. That's not that bad. Let's go for the Death Fool. That seems fine. Okay. 18,000 points. We can clear that, no problem. Let's go next. I've successfully converted Shock to an 8-ball lover. I wouldn't say I'm an 8-ball lover, but I would say I'm an 8-ball synthesizer. Synthesizer? Sympathizer. God, I can't talk, bro. It's actually wild. Let's go here. So that's cool. Love that top deck for me. Let's go here. There are my 8s. Let's go. You're an even card, so I can use you. Let's copy the 8s. Do we maybe just want to pivot 4 of a kind since we have so many 8s? The problem with that is we don't really get score unless we go for like bonus 8s over lucky 8s. Because all of our scoring is coming from Todd right now, right? I think we never go 4 of a kind yet. Keyword yet. I guess our score could just come from planet levels, but then we need to be shipping like consistent 4 of a kinds. I think if we go 4 of a kind build here, we need to have enough 8s to where we can ship 4 of a kinds for all of our hands. Because the chip scaling is really good, but I don't think it's like as good as what we need it to be for right meow. Let's go here. We get the immediate lucky cards. Or the immediate tarot cards, that's my bad. I could hang a 9. I don't love that. How many 7s do I have in the full deck? 2 7s in the full deck, so strength maybe loses a bit of its merit. Excuse me. Let's go. I don't like hanging faces on plasma either, but probably we don't care about that. Make 8-ball 2 and 8 odds. Wait, that would fix it. Wait, you're cooking. Wait, you're cooking. I can hang him here, that's fine. And then probably we just sell the death. Ship another 2 pair. Does this get me out? Devil Star. Based. I can ship more 8s. This is the greatest day of my life. Let's go sell you. Pop the devil. Give me a hermit card, preferably. Let's go for the higher 2 pair so that I can like actually get out. Ship it. Money hit. Or hermit card. Neither? That's cool. Thanks. It truly is goat ball today. True. Let's take the $4. We do have Invis Jonkler now. I think we might need to make this 4 of a kind pivot. Todd is cool, but 2 rental Todds makes me nervous with an eternal rental brainstorm. I think Todd is low-key a miss here. Like we've just gotten so unlucky with our tarot cards. We've gotten like no money hits from our lucky cards and essentially no econ from our tarot cards. I think from 8-ball specifically, we've gotten like 1 temperance card, which amounts to like, I think it's $7 right now because we have 2 rentals. So Odd Todd, if I mean, if this wasn't a rental, this would be fine, but Odd Todd being rental, I think is just low-key a whiff. So, like, Oops would be cool, and Brainstorm would be cool, and other than that, this just kind of blows. I don't know if I love that. Excuse me. Let's go here. Fool for Devil, or 2 and 4 Wheel. 2 and 4 Wheel is kind of funny. I don't know if it helps more than just a Devil card, though. Let's just Fool for that Devil card. You have 8 balls. You gotta check that. You gotta get that checked out with the doctor. Maybe. Do you occasionally forget holographic exists sometimes too? No, because I actually don't like holographic. I love how Shock has probably read this entire convo and had absolutely no idea how to respond to it. Poor streamer having the most unrelated chat in the history of the world. I've accepted that I'm just background noise as a Balatro streamer. It's fine. This has happened at least 4 other times in other Balatro streams. Yeah, they've probably all been mine as well. If 8-Ball were to get a buff, the only buff you could give it without it being busted would be to make it where every 8 triggers on an 8 guarantee you a tarot card on top of the 1 in 4 chance. Maybe? Maybe? Okay, God. This is too tricky, chat. I have to do too much math. And by math, I mean vibes. I mean, surely we just rip it. I guess we could just wait until we get something better with the Invis Jonkler. Probably we just wait, low-key. We don't need to rip it right now for scoring, so let's just not rip it preemptively. Let's go 2 pair for points. I can copy the Todd, and I think this still doesn't win. If it does, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, that's fine. Let's go full discard for 8s. Pog. I can go Devil card here. I can sell the Justice for right meow. I can go copy 8-Ball for guaranteed filled tarot slots. We do get a money hit now. That makes this immensely nicer from an econ standpoint. That's really nice. Could play the flush to get out. That's not scoring me more 8s, but like, do I care at this point? Honestly, yeah. Let's greed if we're gonna play 8-Ball. He said, right meow, he's a cat boy. Would 1 in 3 chance be broken? I don't think it would be broken, but it would be a very good buff. It would be a very good buff. You're saying right meow is a sign that you're pivoting to Lucky Cat. I don't think Lucky Cat is good on Plasma. I'm not going to say that the thought hasn't crossed my mind, but I think Lucky Cat is still not enough X-Molt on the Plasma deck. Maybe if we do Lucky Cat like 4 of a kind, that's like something. If we invised it as well, that would be cool, but like, I don't know. We could do this. Okay, what is my 2 pair angle here? We have no 7s. We have 1 2 1 ace. And then I think we have 1 jack, and then we have 2 copies of everything else aside from the queen, but I'm going to keep it because it's a jeweled card. Actually, with the money hit, keeping the queen is probably just bait. Let's go here. We did not get the 2 pair. With the rock, I think I'm safe. But that's kind of tragic. Let's go tower here. Could have had a flush with the lucky card, or with the lover's card. Maybe that was the better play. I think this is still fine. If we copy the Odd Todd and have a rock, there's no shot that we don't get 2,500 points here. Ship it. Yeah, we're chilling. 1 in 3 would make it where 8-Ball works good enough to be standalone, but just absolutely free standalone. I think I know what you mean. I think you maybe messed up your speech, but I understand where you're coming from, and I agree. Excuse me. Boss is the eye. If there was a time for us to make a 4 of a kind pivot, it would be right now. Let's reroll, see what our shop yields us. Absolute doo-doo ass. Very cool. Very nice. Very nice. I think we just have to go into this boss expecting to not get 8-ball value. I think if we go into this boss expecting to just full copy Odd Todd, we can win. I guess maybe here we can ship the pair. I don't really want to do that, though. Here, I would be fine with shipping the pair. Let's also ship the gold card. Let's do it. We also have the invis that we could pop if things get a little dicey. I'm not in love with this position. I think this is our best 2-pair discard. We do get the 2-pair, but it's not ideal. Can maybe ship this as a full house. I think that's probably just bad. I guess it makes up with the chips for the Todd. Since we are getting 2 Odd Todd triggers. No, this is definitely just better. And then we could maybe get a 2-pair. No, because we have no 7s in the deck. So there's like... The odds of us getting a 2-pair on the backswing are pretty damn low. Could we maybe just do like 3 oak into a 2-pair? I could do like this 3 oak into 8s and 5s 2-pair maybe. If we send the 8s now, it could also just give us tarot cards that make it easier. If we get like a Hierophant card, maybe it's better. With the 3-stream streak as well. I did not shout that out. Think you might want to sell Invis? Yeah. Twitch chat is having a very personal convo about not Balatro at all. Yeah. That's a sign that I'm, like, doing too much teaching. I'm not being entertaining enough. I'm gonna calc this, low-key. I wish I had Phantom's Calc to just do it immediately. So, if I have full house plus 33 chips from the aces plus 16 chips from the 8s, and then I have 293s on top of that, that's 275 chips. Plus 4 is 279. Divide that by 2 and square it. That is roughly 20,000 points. It would get us to 28,000 points total. That's not that bad. I think this is doable. I'm enjoying Balatro while having the convo. Streamer, sell Invis. Sell dice too. I don't think we need to sell Invis. If we sell dice, we're just fucked because we can't pay for all these rentals if we sell the dice. If I was going to sell anything, it would be 8-ball at this point, honestly. If we're playing into if double Todd is what we're trying to make the strat here, then we're not playing into 8s anyway, right? I'll ship it. I think this is good enough if we copy the Todd. That was more points than we were supposed to. Oh, because we got the 2 lucky hits. Yeah, now it's just free. Now we have to ship a high card because we can't ship the pair. So if I want to score an 8, it's got to be this 8, but I think that's always selling. We have a Hermit now as well. Can you make the box behind Twitch chat slightly blacker? Chat, do I need to make the chat box darker? Here, I got you. Give me a segundo. Let's go here. What the fuck? Hello? There's no way. Opacity. Here, I can crank it up to 50. I'm not gonna go any darker than that, but I can go up to 50 opacity. There we go. Can you make the background of it liquid ass? What does that even mean? Okay, let's take the Hermit right now so that we're not blocking it in our shops. High card should win, right? Can people redeem Black Nebula Green when they want Shock to suffer? Plasma deck gameplay is so boring. It's not boring. I'm just taking my sweet ass time because I'm getting distracted. This is 31 plus 31 plus 5. Also, this is just kind of gold stake, man. It's just kind of how it works. We get 68 divided by 2 squared. That's 1,100 points. This high card is actually like criminally close to not winning. This high card misses by, I think, 400 points. That's awkward. Unless I miscalced. Oh, I didn't... Okay, I may have miscalced, but I don't think it matters. If I ship this high card, we're off by 20 points. Does Empress push it over? Probably. If I shipped the high card 9, assuming I didn't fuck up any of the calcs, we were off by like literally 20 points of winning. But with the Empress, we should be completely fine to win here. I don't know why I was gonna cycle the 7 as well. There's no point. Ship it. Pog. 10 bucks. We get a mime. That's good for Jold, but literally nothing else. What's our boss? The fish. The fish could definitely be problematic. Let's go into the Arcana pack. We get Justice, Strength, Sun. Let's just go for Sun on the 8s. Let's go Standard pack. Red Seal, Rock. That's not horrid. We'll take it. Glorp? Ooh, Dice Glorp is kind of silly, no? How many 8s do we have? Dice Glorp 4 Oak? I'm just saying, chat. Dice Glorp 4 Oak? That's good. Dice Glorp 4 Oak is kind of pog, no? We could even do Dice Glorp, like, 5 Oak or Flush 5 if I just, like, full scent. But there's not... Brainstorm not being able to copy Oops, because if we hit Brainstorm... I guess if we hit Brainstorm, then we just copy the Glorp. This is a really good angle, actually. What do we sell, though? I think we're selling 8-ball here, honestly. I think with the Oops and this many lucky cards, I think we pivot out of Todd. Man, this is a weird angle. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. There's such branching paths. The Todd is keeping us alive, so I feel like we can't pivot out of the Todd right now. So we're not pivoting out of the Todd. I think we have to pivot out of the 8-ball just to get higher chance at copying Dice or Brainstorm. The thing is, if I sold this... I have to sell the Invis now if we're taking the Glorp, because I don't want 2 Eternal Glorps. But the thing is, if I sell this 8-ball and Brainstorm copies the odd Todd, I'm going to be, like, inconsolable. But maybe at that point we just play, like what are our odd cards looking like? We have 4 aces, 3 9s, 2 7s, 4 5s. Oh, man. It's not looking too good. Loki, if it copied the Todd, we'd probably just keep going 2 pairs. If it doesn't copy the Todd, we can pivot into like 4 Oak or something. I think regardless, the play is sell 8-ball, sell Invis here. Sell Todd and ball and roll down for Chips Joker. Why? What do you mean roll down? Dude, rolling down with 2 rentals? That is a horrible play. That is... I'm not trying to crash out on you. That was, like, really rude. I'm sorry. But, like, that's a really bad play. That kills us 100% of the time because we have 2 rentals. Like, if we roll down... First off, if we roll down, there's always just a chance we don't find a Chip Joker and then we die anyway. But if we roll down here... and we don't get, like, lucky hit, we never financially recover from that, and then we're just fucked. Because Plasma Deck is all about having Econ. Infinite Debt speedrun? Yeah, no, that's just not the play. We have Oops and Lucky cards? Yeah, but a money hit is still, like, a 10% chance. And if we don't hit that 10% chance... Or it's not a 10% chance. I was thinking 1 in 20. But like still, 2 in 15 is like still not good odds. You die long term if Dice doesn't hit Oops or Brainstorm. if Invis doesn't hit Oops or Brainstorm? I mean, like, not really. Absolute worst case scenario, if it hits Todd, we just sell the Todd, grab Glorp, and we play 2-pair here. And we're, like, sad, but we don't die. 2-pair with a 2 and 4 Glorp is still, like, completely fine. It's just, like, not ideal. But it's still winning. You don't need tarot cards? That's... On a 51 card deck down a hand, that's debatable. I would like to have more deck fixing. I guess with the amount of 8s that we have, maybe not, but like still. I think the play is always we sell 8-ball, we sell Invis. See, that's what I was worried about. Cool. We're taking the Glorp, and now I think we just play 2-pair. If we sold Todd, we wouldn't have 2 rentals. I mean, I guess, but like we're still rolling. I just don't like the roll down play. I don't know. Excuse me. It always hits dice. That's a comically timed YouTube chat. Yeah, I mean, we're just selling one of these rentals. No, not immediately, but like in the near future. Let's go next. We'll copy the Glorp. I think we just play 2-pair now. And just hope for Glorp level ups. Ship this. Glorp level up numero uno, numero dos. That's Pog. That's 11k. Oh, I need the odd Todd hits, like, badly. Let's cycle the gold so that we have better odd Todd odds. I have less 9s. How have I not seen any of my fucking 8s? Not that I need them, because, like, they're kind of doo-doo ass right now, but, like, how have I not seen any of them? That is crazy. Let's go here. Let's go... Okay, now with 2 Todds, this is probably fine. I think we copy a Todd here. 50k is a lot of score, unless we get, like, another 2 Glorp hits. We don't get any. We get another 2-pair, so we're fine for right meow. You do not need to copy a Todd. I'm almost certain copying a Todd there was the play. We were only hitting 2. I mean, okay, never. It's fine. It is what it is. We're only hitting 2 odd hits, though. We definitely needed to copy a Todd. I mean, it's close, but like I think we needed to copy a Todd. Maybe not. Ship it. We'll keep the Todd. We're just gonna get a money hit here. Just, you motherfucker. Oh, the rental stuntman. Oh, the rental stuntman. Wait, this is a hilarious pairs angle. No. Wait, this is actually maybe the singular run ever where we could play pairs on the plasma deck. It's probably too late to pivot pairs, but it is really funny that it's possible. The stuntman is the equivalent of how many... It's the equivalent of, like 8 odd Todd hits, right? Wait, we could just play pairs here. Pairs on plasma is hardly ever good. It is, but with 2 and 4 Glorp, dude, that's hilarious. You have 0 econ jokers? Or are you trying to get carried by interest or something? I mean, dude, like, we have... I mean, lucky cards just have to be our interest. If I sold one of those Todds, like, we would have been fucked. Trust flowchart. I don't think it's the angle, but it is funny. If it was not rental, I would low-key pivot into it, but they're both rentals, so I think Todd just has overall better scaling. Because with Todd, we can play the higher chip value hands, right? What if you sold dice? If I sell dice, we're giga fucked, because then we can't rely on lucky cards for money hits, and also it makes Glorp worse. Like, I'm pretty much just locked into dice because of the Glorp. Pivot high card? There's no shot it's a flowchart angle. It would be really funny, but there's actually no way. Do we think it's a flowchart angle? Hex shop, you're finding a cryptid of the Red Seal Rock. Not enough time for high card? That's what I'm saying. Even with the Glorp, I mean, we're anti-5 big blind. We have no blue seals. Even with the 2 and 4 Glorp, I think probably high card and pair are just dead. You don't need money if you just win from now on. Dude, how likely is that? We're anti-5 plasma deck. That shit is not happening. This is a really bad pack. No? I guess I could strengthen 8 if I'm just like pivoting out of 8s. I think they've served their purpose. Let's go next. I mean, dude, I'm just gonna be like hemorrhaging money now. This is the issue. Let's go for like 1 money hit, and then after this I need to lock in and copy Todd. Double spaceman hit is huge. Molt hit is also pretty cool. 32 grand. All right, I could maybe ship another one of these bad boys copying the spaceman. We get no hits. That's fine. Spaceman's kind of been my goat for right now. More lucky 8s would be fire. Okay, we get the lucky 8s in the rock. So we profited 3 2-pair levels in that 1 blind. We got a money hit. We're saved. Yep, now we just win. Yep, now we just win. We got a money hit. We're out of the shit, boys. Okay, so how much money do I need to keep paying for all these rentals? To keep interest cap and pay for all my rentals, I need $34, so I can take the spectral pack. We get Fool for strength. I mean, dude, probably just pivoting into 9s with the Todd. We can still keep the lucky on them if we strength the lucky cards. That's probably just the play, dude. That's probably just what we do. Let's go next. Oh, fish fucking blows ass. Wait, I was not paying attention. Fish is potentially a run killer. How many? Okay, what's my 2-pair angle here? I'm discarding all of these because they don't work for Todd. I have 1 7. So we're discarding 7s. And then 3 3s, 3 aces. Oh, I'm already full discarding. Okay. Go for this. We get the red seal rock. That's fire. If this was a king, this would be so gas. Scheisse. I guess we could 2-pair 9s and jacks with the red seal rock. I think we would have to copy Todd. Ideally, I want a 1-shot here because the fish is just going to make this unplayable. Loki, I think that's the play, though. Because at the very least, if this doesn't 1-shot, I'm going to copy Todd here and hope for the 1-shot. If this doesn't 1-shot, then we still have a discard for the fish. Because the fish just bends me over here. Like, the fish is definitely potentially a run killer. So let's just ship this. We get the level up. That's big. 78k. Okay. Fuck. I think I gotta do this. Okay, we get aces at 3s. We're out. Copy Glorp. We out. 1 level up. Pog. I don't see why jacks. It's just so we have a 2-pair to play there. Because I don't want to discard another time. Ugh. Also a king into an ace. Oh, we didn't need a discard there? Yo, I'm stupid. I mean, I guess I wanted to save the strength for 8s, but I'm tunnel visioning the wheel. Dude, actually go fuck yourself. You give the 1 time that I pick up an oops, you give me the wheel this deep into the run. Dude, that's actually so buns. That's actually so buns. Stuntman into marble would have gone crazy. Yeah, honestly, a little bit. Tunnel visualizing? There's no way I said tunnel visualizing. I said tunnel visioning. There's actually no shot. Bad mod idea. It shows face down cards when you discard them to show you what could have happened. That's a hilarious mod idea. What do you mean bad mod idea? That's so funny. I think we low-key just go next. I can beat this blind, right? 120 grand? Yeah, easily. Especially so if I copy Todd. Okay, this is going to get me jack shit for score, but it at least allows me to search for the things that do give me score. And I can just copy Glorp, and I can get money hits. Let's fly a bit close to the sun, shall we? 20 grand. That's actually not even that bad for no Todd hits. I could discard these 2. We have 1 7, bunch of 5s, bunch of 3s, bunch of aces, mostly 9s. So I can go like this. That's awkward. Okay. Ship a lucky 9. This is like our max potential hand right here. It's 106 grand on a max potential hand. That is not looking that good. That is looking a bit dicey. Smash like. God, there's like no fucking econ in these packs either. This is so annoying. 4 aces, 5 5s, and 4 3s. So we could go 5 ace lucky. Could go emperor and just hope for something. Probably 5 ace lucky. I mean, that's like tangible value, right? We should just always do that. God, I hate plasma scaling, bro. This shit is so buns. Is this hot potato mod? No, this is vanilla gold steak. Discard the 8. We gotta discard the rock. Fuck the ace. Or fuck the rock. Chat, you know, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, let's do this. Spaceman proc. W, you're the goat. I need money triggers, man. Molt triggers pale in comparison to the security that money triggers have. I'm not gonna lie. NGL, NGL, FR, FR. If we get an 8, we win. So let's do this. Just because it's more likely to get 8s. I guess we're shipping it anyway. We should just copy the... Just copy Glorp for no reason. Pog, pog, pog. This still wins and probably gives us... Sometimes gives us money. Ship it. Money trigger, please, for the love of Christ. Fuck. We're still out. That also scored so shittily. Please, bro, play the hot potato mod. Yeah, I'm gonna play more of it next week, probably. I did check it out already, though. There's a VOD that you can watch and a YouTube video that I made on it. TiVo with the follow. Welcome in. He played it on Wednesday or something. I believe it... Was it Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Joker idea, create most played tarot card this run every other round. Interesting. The Spectral pack, maybe? Why didn't you take Stuntman? You're playing 2-pair, which is a common hand. Brother, you try... We're gonna draw 2 pairs with Stuntman? What do you mean? We're gonna draw 2 pairs with 6 hand size? That is just straight up not happening. 3 of a kinds, I could see where you were coming from. 3 of a kinds, probably could make a case for that. 2 pairs, not happening. Just straight up, like, fiction. I'm used to painted deck. Clearly. Can you give me basic tips for Balatro? It's too, like, broad of a question. Like, what are you asking for specifically? It's clearly Ecto. It is not fucking Ecto. What? I mean, all of these suck, but Ecto debatably the most. We need the hand size to find our hands right now. It is so not Ecto here. It's always Ecto. It's never Ecto, man. That's one of the sad truths that I've learned as a gold stake player. Unless you're playing a pair build, it's never Ecto, which is really sad. Always Ecto whenever you can. Bro, what do you mean? It's never Ecto. Here especially, but also just in general, sadly. How many jacks do I have? I have 5 jacks. Fuck it. Actually, let's put Trance on a king, because that's still, like, playable if we make it into an ace. God, I feel like my scoring is just so ass right now. There's kind of nothing that I can do about that, though. Ecto into Juggler, clearly. Hello? Ecto is pretty good for C++, though, unironically. That's true. Okay, wheel's just gonna fuck me. Oh, God. It's same suit, too. Do we have 2 9s? Could be any of these. Well, it could also be just any spade. No, that we never play this. We have an ace. We do have an ace. I guess that's nice. There's like no 7s in my deck. No 6s. I mean, I need to be full odd-tod maxing here, so probably I just toss the 6s. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate the wheel! It has to pop up in the oops run, too. It has to. This is not something playable because it's a diamond, so it can't be another 9. So this is a really bad position. Is early game the hardest part of literally every run? Depends on the deck. If you're playing a deck such as Plasma, I would say the late game is harder. If you're playing black deck, probably the early game is like super difficult. I would say generally on most decks, the early game is probably harder than the late game, because most decks, if you make it to the late game, you're probably playing a build where you have so much consistency that you can make it out of the late game. I would say in general, the early game is harder than the late game. Late game bosses are essentially just where all of the difficulty comes from, as you can see. I think we just die, Loki. That helps. What is this? This is a heart. That could be a 9. It could be a multitude of other things, though. More than likely, it's an 8, which is a problem. Let's ship the king here, because if we find like another card over here, we know it's an ace. Ideally, this is the ace of diamonds, so if something draws to the left of it, we know it's another ace. Throw away the king. Yeah. I got you. Multitude Empress reference. True. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Chat, did we see... That's gotta be an ace, no? That's gotta be the ace of diamonds. Those are aces. What oops does to a wheeling motherfucker? Streamer, you can ban me if it isn't an ace. I might take you up on that. Fortunately, I am streaming on YouTube, though, so I can just rewind the footage. I'm almost certain you're correct. I'm almost certain it was an ace. Yeah, it was an ace. Wait, I'm gonna frame by frame it. I'm literally frame by framing it right now. I don't give one fuck. If we find another 2-pair, we're still not out, so I just have to go for the 2-pair here. More than likely, the card to the right of the 9 could be a 9 as well. I guess it could be an 8 and shit like that. Streamer, you can ban me if it is an ace. It is definitely an ace. I think the only way we get out is if we cycle this 2, and if this is a 9. If this isn't a 9, we just die here. Back it up. GG. We have to hope that one or more of these is a 5. No, because we don't have odd cards for the 2-pair. I was going to say if this is a 2-pair, we could get out, but we don't have odd cards for it, so we just die no matter what here. We didn't find another 2-pair. Thanks, Glorp. Appreciate you. Tragic. Was Invis bait at the end of the day? I want to say no. I want to say it was just an RNG issue. Because literally, dude, if Invis doesn't copy Todd, then Glorp is just like insane scaling. Because we can either copy it with Brainstorm or it's just free every time because of oops. Because of double oops, that is. You could have survived this ante, but also there was like 0 chance you got further than that. Yeah, maybe. Two rentals, though. I think that dug your grave bigger. I don't know. You should have done a throwaway hand and played aces and nines. Well, the last 2 pair that we played got us 116 grand. So if I did a throwaway hand, assuming that the next 2 pair also gets 116 grand, we die and we miss it by like 8,000. So we just have to full hog 2 pair there. We have to go for like 2 pairs into either another 2 pair or like a subsequent pair or something like that. Okay. Dude, I don't know if the invis was bait there, like, genuinely. If the invis hits anything except Todd, I'm confident that we get out of this. If it hits... Here's the thing. If it hits anything... Maybe I should have kept the 8-ball. And we should have just built 4 of a kind. If we build 4 of a kind, we can copy the Glorp, and that's more chip scaling. It's, like, a lot more points because of how the plasma deck works. I think maybe the play in retrospect was to keep that now if we sell Todd, we just die, don't we? I honestly don't know what we could have done there. You have not paid me the euro that I have requested from my huge good APR % loan. I actually know where you live. Visit paymemoneyscam.com. Hello? Not if you just send 4 of a kind off the bat. I think we still die, though. Because when we were like triple copying Todd into like 20,000 point hands, were we not? Or am I just stupid? I think probably keeping the 8-ball there and selling Todd is a better line, but it's a better long-term line, but I think we just die to like the small blind, do we not? I don't know. I'm gonna copy the seed and play it off stream, I think. Tomorrow's my night off. I think I'm going to play the seed off stream. Let me put it in a notepad document. I kind of want to see if keeping 8-ball there was better. Leo's with the follow. Let's get Doc to play it. I don't think this is a Doc seed. I mean... It could be, because Plasma is cool. I already submitted a seed for Doc as well. Can you pass the seed over here, too? I want to play it. Yeah. He's doing that as a series. I passed him for one of the YouTube videos that I did where it was, like, pre-recorded Gold Stake. I had a red deck run. And that run pissed me off because it was a red deck run with a shortcut in the first shop. And I, being the content creator that I am, I was like, oh, I'm going to take the shortcut here. Because like shortcut is really good in Gold Stake, so I'm gonna show off the shortcut. And the shortcut ended up getting me killed because it just we didn't find like any scaling with it. We found like 4 Saturn cards into like ante 5 or 6. It was just not doing well, so I thought it was bait. But I opened the Buffoon pack, and the Buffoon pack is absolute doo-doo ass. So shortcut is like objectively the ante 1 play, and I must have played that seed. I think I recorded and posted the video on like a Friday or like a Thursday, and over that weekend I probably ran that seed like 15 times, and I could not get past like ante 6 boss blind. I ran it so many times. There's so much there's like so much good technology on that seed as well. I just genuinely don't know how to get it to work. There's a polychrome madness on that seed, and the shortcut is eternal. That should be a winning run, but like it's not. And I don't know why. And that seed pissed me off for so long. I still have that in my phone clipboard. But I submitted it to Doc. I'm really hoping that he plays it. I know he's busy with like the tag team event, so I don't know if he'll get around to it, but I really hope that he plays it. Because that seed is annoying me, or has annoyed me so much. I don't know. Anyway, next in the queue is Erratic, so we'll queue up for an Erratic deck run. Erratic gold. Let's choose outcome. Let's pay out the prediction. Let's start a new one. Chat, I'm going to take a piss real quick, and then we'll go for some Erratic deck. Love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Be right back. Chair stream, let's go. Welcome in, Even. Chat, low-key, I brought my water bottle with me to fill it up because it's like running low. Took a piss, completely forgot to fill my water. Felt my water bottle was light and just committed to the walk out of the bathroom. It's alright. Homeless man, now's your chance to switch his buttons. That's crazy. Alright, prediction's over. Let's lock in for erratic deck. I need to adjust stats. 0-1, 48, and 61. I need to get better at gold stake, man. Granted, the last like 3 gold stake streams have just been plasma and black deck because my chat hates me. Okay, what is our deck looking like? Okay, so it's another 8-ball run. Fantastic. Probably we're just doing 3 of a kind 8s with that many 8s. Holy shit, this is an 8-ball run. God damn. Okay, that's something. Does this flush win? This is 20 points, 16. No, this is 1 point off of winning. So I gotta go for this. This wins. That might be the most of a single rank I've ever seen in erratic outside of the bugged seed. Yeah, it's that's a lot. Chad? Don't sell it this time? Shut up, Schmeckles. Red card first play? There's no way that's the play. Clever Joker is also buns, though, so I'm just going to take the speculative card. There's no way that's the play, though. What's required for first round flush? Your ranks need to add up to 40 to get out in one. So like, you know, 3 face cards and a 10, and then any other card is fine. Why are you perishable? Yeah, true. Red card is always the play. I hate red card first blind. Or like first pick, because I try and play into it too much and then I just pass away. Hearts and diamonds are evenly suited. So we can go, okay, cool. I have a 2-pair angle there? Probably I just keep going for the diamonds flush. Coolio. Ship it. Maybe 4 of a kind 8s. I spent 260 shillings on winning. If you lose, that one guy who bet 10 shillings is going to be rich. Perhaps. Literally called the 4 of a kind 8s. Maybe with this many 8s, we should have just went for the 4 of a kind to win in 1. I don't know how good of a play that is, but with 11 8s in the deck, probably it's not a bad play. The Matador here, I would low-key take if it was any of the bosses where he would trigger. But this is not a boss where he triggers, so we will not be taking him. I do think I need a Celestial pack to get out of this boss blind, at least somewhat consistently. Could take a Venus card and start playing 2-pair, probably for the immediate scoring. Just skipping for the red card is better. Or I can just top deck a 4 of a kind. That also works. Sell this run for the funny? Nah. Nah. We just gotta pull an 8-ball and then we'll be chilling. Lover's card? Don't love that. Smash like. We'll go Celestial Pack. Even Mars is like somewhat considerable. I think I'll just keep skipping for the red card. How likely is the Mars top deck? Maybe I should have taken the Mars card, man. If you sell 8-ball, you sell? What do you mean? $4. Saturn card's probably not it. Yo, Ouija 8s. Immolate also works. This can hit 2 of my 11 8s. I'm probably still fine with that. It does hit both 8s. That's okay. I can take the Celestial Pack. Let's take this Venus card. And then could maybe take Mystic Summit just to start getting out in one hand. I think that's fine. How many 3s do I have? The 3s are bait here, almost assuredly. Do I have any other good, like, 3-of-a-kind angles? 10s. Okay, that's, like, fine. I can go this. We still draw the 3-of-a-kind 8s. That's crazy. I'm still going to go for the 4-of-a-kind because 4-of-a-kind is still just better than 3-of-a-kind. But I think either wins with this Mystic Summit. Also, show deck. I showed it a multitude of times already. This is our deck. Definitely 3 oak 8s, methinks. Could take a Mega Standard and skip. I think I'm just going to keep interest cap, so let's go next. We're already winning pretty easily with 3 oak. Let me see what I'm working with here. These are probably both 8s. I don't care. Do I have a flush? Nope. Probably still the most consistent angle. Ooh. Ooh, we don't have that many spades, do we? Ooh, that is not good. I think we're still fine with this amount of mult, though. Ship the pair at 8s. Still go for the flush. Okay. Focus Shock caught looking for flushes. My career is over. I agree red card sucks ante-1, but I would also say that it's just as bad every other blind. It's actually crazy to me how we can be like almost 2 years after this game has dropped and there are still people who think red card is just bad. Actually mind-boggling to me. Let's take the Arcana pack. I think the only 2 acceptable routes here are Devil Skip. Judgment's probably just too much of a gamble. I guess we could take a Judgment. I think Devil is like almost assuredly better value though. I might actually rank red card over Brainstorm, TBH. That's deranged. That's deranged, but red card is very good. Have you heard of the man who put red card in their bottom 10? I don't think so. Focus Shock likes kissing men. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, what about it? I think we just devil... What's like the highest rank that we could devil? Queens is stupid. We can go devil 10. Could devil 8, but if we're playing 8s for right now. I guess we could copy gold 8s if we make a gold 8. Let's just make a gold 8. Bye, that's all I had to say. Brainstorm is so annoying when you have plus mult and X mult jokers because you can't get much from Brainstorm unless you have planet levels. Dude, Brainstorm is still like a ×2 at absolute worst. If you're copying a plus mult joker, you're at absolute worst, it's in ×2. That is lowest potential Brainstorm is duo but unconditional. I don't understand how that makes him a bad joker. This is a skip angle. Is this a 4s or a 6s angle? This is a 4s angle. Keep the 8. Brother. Let's do one of these. Hopefully we find the Jold. Discard for the Jold. We don't find the Jold. Tragic. Shock loves men but refuses to admit it on stream / serious. That's crazy. / serious on that is wild. The Eternal Rental list is a ton of money right now if we just play pairs. Can we afford to play pairs right now? I think we just die if we play pairs, do we not? Maybe not. Let's skip that. Going to the Buffoon. Castlay? This is an angle on erratic deck. Don't love that rental, but this is not terrible for erratic. I think it's still probably a skip angle, but something we could have considered. I can go kings and tens for the 3 oak. We get the 3 oak. Bang. Get another 3 oak. That one wins, so let's discard for the Jold. We don't get the Jold. Ship it. Do any jokers retrigger aces? Dusk. Did I not play a 3 oak? What just happened? Am I stupid? Does streamer have brain dumb? Hack if you're on gradient deck? I mean, probably the 2-pair wins. At this point, let's just ship it for the Jold. 82% chance for 3 oak, 58% chance for 4 oak, given 11 8s and 2 discards. We have slightly less 8s now because of the immolate. But it's still a good amount of 8s, that being said. $8. Mail-in. Fire. Mail-in on 8s. Maybe a little awkward, but once we get some deck fixing, we'll be chilling. Let's skip that. I'm gonna take both of these low-key. That might be a hot take, but with mail-in, I think we're definitely allowed to. Okay, all of my 8s are gonna be debuffed for mail-in. That's so sick. The only one I have 1 8 that's not debuffed for mail-in, besides the Jold. That's so cool. All right, so I'm just not saving my discards then. Fuck that noise. Pelgers. Get the 4 oak. I mean, this is just better scoring. Ship it. 4 oak into 3 oak 10s, maybe. FYI for that seed, there's so many rentals, it's crazy. Bro, I know. Play another 4 oak. This one actually gives me chips. So we get out. Mail in on kings. That's fire. Back to $25. Back to spending down. Take the magician card and the standard pack. Purple seal is fire. That is a very strengthable purple seal as well. That's cinema. I'll take it. Investment tag is not the play, but it is funny. Grab some rebate money. Let's ship this 2-pair. Just for some points, so I can keep discards as well. Let's use this magician. I have 1/7 in the deck. It's the purple seal. Probably I just ship the 7 and we go for another 3 oak 8s. Molt trigger, I think, might just get us out. Never mind, I'm stupid. 700 hours, by the way, and I still can't gauge score. I just go for this. 4 10s, 4 8s. Then I'm not getting rebate value. Fouquet. Okay, I get gold value, so we're still at interest cap. That's fine by me. Actually, I'm going to do this because I don't know if this wins. I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't. Okay, we're chilling. Would you rather get 1 guaranteed chance or 2 1 and 2 chances? 1 guaranteed. What? Does the backseating tag mean you backseat us? Yeah. Most definitely. Judgment card. Madness. Maybe the 1 run where I'm selling this madness. W wheel. Where I at least broke even on the Emperor, I guess. Gamble or no gamble? What do you mean? Oh, for Witchpen's question. I mean, it's just always the guarantee, bro. Let's go Emperor for deck fixing. That works too. Damn. Why did you kill the Angry? We don't have any Eternals, bro. I just die if I take him. Or if I keep him. Fortune Tellers, maybe something. If we're playing 3 Oaks, maybe we only need one good Molt Joker, quote unquote. Skip that, John. Let's take the blue Joker, because that's like essentially a ×2. Holy shit. Okay, Mr. Streamer, don't roll down too much or something. I'll do what I want, thank you. Okay, let's go next. Mailing on 10s is kind of fire. Let's go. How many 3s do I have? I just top decked. Yeah, I just top decked a disproportionate amount of 3s. I guess I could keep that for a 3 Oak. How many queens? How many 6s? 3 6s, 3 queens. Let's get rid of y'all. And then I can play the 3 Oak. Keep these guys for discard value. Pog. Discard these. Hierophant. Interesting. Play the 3 Oak. Money hit. Let's go. Let's go. We're gaming. Get another mail-in hit. Looking for aces. We hit the aces and the 8s. I'm going to play the 8s because the 8s are going to give us another money hit. Blast. Okay, Banana abandons us. That's fine. Loki. Is Priestess bad? I would say it's worse than average, but it's not bad. I mean, none of the tarot cards are really bad. Okay, except maybe that one. Throwback. I think not. Let's go in here for the Hermit. Damn, that would have been so cool. We have 1 Jack in our entire deck. When did that happen? Hello? Okay, let's do this. Just so I'm copying something. Let's make another 8. Take the Devil card. Nova's fine. Played 10 3 of a kinds. That's like a quasi banana since we're missing our banana. You get the foil rebate that's gonna perish. That's so huge. That's fine. I think this is the discard. I can go for the 8s. Ship it. Ooh, I need 3 3 Oaks. That's kind of scary. Ooh, especially into a draw like that. Shit. Okay, never mind. All of my point scoring is Joker based. I think we're fine. Let's go here. Should have used the gold. This might win with the Hierophant. Yeah. He's finally playing the best deck in Balatro. Why are there so many erratic deck Glazers, man? I really don't care for erratic. Is that a hot take? I genuinely don't know if that's a hot take. I really don't like it, though. You're kind of nasty. We'll take you. Emp could give me a... Give me a second here. Emp could give me a Priestess. Damn. Bloodstone pivot. Surely we get an oops, no? Let's go next. Strength here is actually kind of relevant. Let's just ship the 3 Oak. We'll worry about the strength in a second. Could also moon here. 2 8s of diamonds. I have 4 8s of clubs. We'll go for the speculative moon. I'm not going to do anything besides sell it for like a little bit of econ anyway. Phuket. Let's go like this. It's not a good deck, it's a fun deck. It's too vanilla. It's I don't know. I'm just not a big fan, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not a big fan. I could do one of these actually. I don't know if this 3 oak wins, so I'm just gonna discard the mail-in value that I have. Bird in the hand and all that. Anything that allows you to not play pairs is kind of interesting. I mean, like, okay, facts. But I don't really mind playing pairs, I'm not gonna lie. I'm maybe the one person. I mean, obviously, I wish that there was more build diversity, and I will not be complaining when Blue Stake eventually gets taken to a farm up state, but, like, I may be one of 3 people ever who, like, doesn't mind the pair meta. Same reason I don't like Anaglyph does one thing that barely affects the run in certain ways. I mean, I wouldn't say Erratic barely affects the run, but it is a little boring. This is the funniest Ancient Joker pivot of all time. You can just make wild 8s. I low-key kind of want to slot this guy in. Ancient Chad in the same shop is just like a free win, even if we're pivoting this hard. Like, we have no planet levels, so we're pivoting anyway. Strategy in a bottle? Yeah, true. I don't think Blue Stake getting changed really moves the needle on pair meta. I super duper disagree. -1 discard. I mean, it's not going to make pair meta worse, but it'll buff everything else, right? Because Blue Stake, like, pair high card and 2-pair builds don't care about Blue Stake at all. Every other build does. I mean, we haven't scaled the Constellation at all. I guess we're playing into this. The ideal play is to get out of the Supernova, but I don't think we can do that. Let's take a look in here. There's a flush level. GG. Are we evenly suited? Is this on spades? We need wild cards for this to work, because if this hits spades, we just die. I kind of want to take it just because it's funny, but, like, we need spades for this to work. Spades or wild cards. I'm tired, so good night, probably. Good night, Mr. 400. Appreciate you. Guys, I have a new legendary idea. Upgrades every hand by 1, but your most played hand. Every when. What's like the what's like the condition for that? The issue is pair meta is too good. Pairs have to get worse for it to go away. I don't think pairs need a nerf. I think everything else getting buffed. I mean, pairs will still be strong, but hopefully the +1 discard. I mean, play White Stake and just, like, see how easy it is to make the bigger hands. Like, I don't think pairs need to go away. I think everything else just needs to be relevant, and I'm hoping that the Blue Stake rebalance is going to do that. Foot kit. Let's just go for it. Get rid of Bluey. There's the ice cream. Go for standard pack. Blue Seal's pretty sick. Go next. We'll get rid of the Jold. Can I do... Flush House is like... Well, I'll be! That's pretty cool. $12. Got some chip scalers. That landed on hearts. We'll go for the Venus card as a backup plan. Let's go here. Business card. Could just pull full pivot here with the business card. I think we do need to play flush houses to live for right now if we don't have a chips joker. We could take a scary face maybe. We have like no face cards though, so that's shite. Oh, then so is business card. I'm smart. Yeah, pretty much everything in this pack is just ass. Unfortunately. Let's Let's maybe take a questionable reroll. We get another Venus card. I think probably we're just playing 3 of a kind into this boss. Because we don't have, we don't have Flush House Hearts. We do, but it's not likely. I think we're just playing 3 of a kind into this boss. Ooga Booga drop Nova for baseball. Maybe we should have. Isn't Nova contributing more for right now? Because we only have the 1 uncommon. Probably this Ancient Joker was bait, even though it was a quote-unquote strategy in a bottle. I think I just fell for it hook, line, and sinker, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go here. We have a 3 oak. I think we're just playing the 3 oak, man. Surely Chad Ancient Joker can work with 3 oak build, right? This isn't a terrible idea, chat. Trust. Do I have any more 3s? I do have 1 more 3. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Don't think I'll be needing that 3 anymore. Actually, maybe I will. I think realistically, regardless of if we cycle the 3 or not, we're probably equally as likely to hit the 3 oak. No lucky hits, or we dead ass, and we don't hit the 3 oak. I'm gonna misprint tech, and if I cycled, if it's an 8 on that on top, I know I just said probably cycling it wouldn't have mattered. If there's an 8 on top, I'm gonna be pissed. I didn't see 10 of hearts. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered. GG. If we had blue, we would have run. We would have won. God. Yeah, the Ancient Joker was bait there. I definitely fell for that hook, line, and sinker. That's 100% on me. The Ancient Joker was bait. Many such cases. Okay, bro. If it was just an Ancient Joker, I wouldn't have taken it. But dude, Ancient Joker and Chad in the same shop. That shit's got me fucked up. That's got me fucked up. It was definitely still a bad play, but man, dude. If that ain't some good bait, there's bad bait in this game, and there's good bait in this game. If that ain't some good bait, I don't know what is. I think you needed to grab baseball. Yeah, realistically. Dude, if we're grabbing baseball, it's over Chad. If we grab baseball over Chad, then we definitely grab baseball. Over Ancient? Yeah, probably over Ancient, actually. Yeah, because Chad can still be good with, like, luckies and stuff. Yeah, you're 100% right. There's also Masturbate and Terraria. That's sick. Okay. Let's go Nebula. Pay out the prediction. We need to eat baseballs. Chad, do we want to go Nebula deck, or do we want to play like Mega Bonk or something, or Clover Pit? I'll leave it up to y'all. Do we want to go... Nebula is next in the queue. Do we want to get Nebula out of the way, or do we want to rotate to like Clover Pit? Mods, throw up a poll. Actually, do we have any mods? Gangsta's the only mod here. I don't trust them. How many are in queue? I think 8. 8 left in the queue. Hey, chat, what's up, Snails? Mods ain't even trusted. Gangsta specifically. Every other mod is fine. Gangsta's the creator of Blue Percent. I can't trust them. I can't trust a person who created Blue Percent. That is a demented mind, chat. All right, we'll do Nebula. I'm seeing mostly continue with Balatros in chat. I'm here, but not in Twitch chat. Well, that's why I didn't mention you, bruh. Make a chatter mod refuse to let them do mod activities. They can do them. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust them. Okay, I guess there is a poll. I'm already running the the prediction for Balatro, but I guess there is a poll, so I'll refund the prediction if Balatro doesn't win. I've been playing Slay the Spire. Fire. I'm planning on playing Slay the Spire in February. Because Slay 2 is supposed to come out in March. Supposedly. Or it's supposed to go into like early access or something. You're cooked for 380 from me. Interesting. We have 1 vote for Clover Pit. Yeah, Balatro is just definitely winning. Is Unseen still playing in the tournament? While we're running this? Nope, Unseen's playing Battlefield 6. I think Unseen got knocked out immediately. That is actually tragic. That is actually tragic. You are not beating that game until May if you start in February. It took me 50 plus hours to beat my first run, including save scumming. Really? I kind of like that, low-key. I like a challenging game. Hence why I throw myself at Balatro so much. Okay, yeah, Balatro won 8-1. Chat, vote in the Jamble. There's just a little bit of time left in the Jamble. Vote in the Jamble, vote in the Jamble, vote in the Jamble. We have nobody voting on me winning. This game is the Dark Souls of card games. It's brutal. Bro, I just beat my first playthrough of Dark Souls. It wasn't that bad. What's your opinion on the hit game Peggle and Peggle 2? Never played Peggle in my life. All right, somebody put 1 point on winning, which means I can't void the prediction. So we're locked. It's just going to have the most insane ass-backwards odds of all time. This is a bad flush angle, but it is still a flush angle because we don't really have an angle for anything else. 2 pair I don't think is a good enough angle for full house. We'll pay attention to if we would have hit it, though. We have 9s and 4s. We would not have hit it thus far. And yeah, we wouldn't have hit the full house. Wow, this is like an exceptionally bad start. I love spamming flushes first blind and Nebula for telescope and dying for it. Man. Tossed a straight. Did I? My bad, my bad. I'm just throwing. I'm not locked. All right, I gotta get locked in. I gotta assume the gaming position. I'm gonna play Balatro on my phone while watching my favorite Twitch streamer play Balatro on my phone. That's so based. Also, thank you for the high praise. Red card or reserved? I already forgot what was in the shop. I'm rewinding the footage. I already forgot what was in the shop, Loki. Two econ jokers. So I have no scoring. So probably we just go for reserved. Red card's also not terrible, but we're skipping less of our packs if we have telescope right off the bat. That's not to say that red card is like unplayable here, but it's less playable. What's up, Jaden? Welcome in. Reserved with pairs would go crazy. Saw a video that says Twitch isn't counting lurkers as viewers. I saw that as well. There was a video, I saw a YouTube short on it last night after I ended stream, and it was of somebody being like, hey, lurkers, type in chat, and it was somebody with like 700 viewers, and they were like, hey, lurkers, you should type in the chat because they're doing a thing where like lurkers don't count for views. And all the lurkers started typing in the chat, and they went from like low 700s to like high 900s, damn near 1,000 views. And I was like, that shit's crazy. Like, I was expecting there to be a jump, because obviously then like what would the point of the video be if there was no jump? But I was expecting like a 10% jump, maybe like a 5% jump. I was expecting the view count to increase by like 30 people. No, it went up by it was a times 1.5. Like, they steel carded that shit. That was crazy. That was crazy. I was like, what? It counts you as a lurker if you don't talk for like 15 to 20 minutes too. Like, some people are just watching. Why do we have to chat? That's what I'm saying. Dude, literally the foundation of Twitch is lurkers. Isn't there a statistic where like most people in Twitch chat don't talk? Like, the foundation of people in streams the foundation of Twitch is just people like chilling. Like, that's crazy. All lurkers speak for Focus's numbers. What's that supposed to mean? We should start a hashtag called #LetUsLurk. Dude, that's a fire hashtag, Loki. What am I taking here, man? List on straight flush, gold joker, red card reserved. I mean, the reserved, like, we can't get money from reserved because I need 2 big hands to beat the big blind unassisted. It's just got to be red card here, man. Which feels bad, but it is what it is. Parking, pair spam, and die? Well, that's exactly why we're not going parking. Because that is just, like, suicide. Doing my part to bump the numbers? I appreciate you, Eric. I just find that so crazy. And, like, I don't want to make a big deal about it either because, like, you know, lurkers shouldn't feel like they have to talk. Like, nobody should feel like they have to talk to be, like, counting as a part of my stream or whatever. So I don't want to, like, point it out, but it is also like, damn, that is fucking crazy. I love making fun of newcomers. I hate people also enjoying something I like. :3ing is now lurking. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I appreciate all the lurkers in here, man. Lurkers are genuinely the, like, don't take the trading card. No. Lurkers are the foundation of Twitch. I appreciate everybody who is lurking or who has lurked at some point. But it's wild that they're not counting y'all. It's wild that they're not counting y'all. I think I'm going to kill my econ here and just take a skip for red card so that I can maybe get some green joker procs more consistently. Because if I go for a flush here, I have 3 flushes played, and now I can just spam pairs to put it in my telescope, and then we're kind of off to the races. And by spam pairs, I mean play 1 pair and then we're out. I shouldn't have to do that so people get their ad money. Yeah, exactly. That's like where I'm coming from on it. Cloud9's fire. Sure. I need econ. I need econ and we're winning, so we're chilling. That's also, like, fraudulent as well. It tells you if someone is lurking. It doesn't tell you if somebody is lurking, but, like, the YouTube short was like they ran an experiment where they were just like, hey, lurkers. Like, the streamer in the YouTube short was like, hey, lurkers, everybody start talking. And the chat started moving, like, faster, so you could tell that, like, more people were chatting for the experiment, and the view count shot up, which is crazy. It's funny because I've been lurking in Slay the Spire streams, and you can tell they're friendly towards new people, but annoyed by people constantly asking questions. That's fair. I'd rather lurk and learn from watching. I don't know. The person isn't, like, watching. We want to, like, make sure our advertisers get their money. Dude, it's literally fraudulent, though, because, like, okay, I have 20. Twitch is telling me that my view count on Twitch is 20 people right now. I am getting, for, like, disregarding the people in my chat who have subs, right? Because I can see just from a first glance that Snails in chat has a sub and Colin has a sub. But, like, disregarding that, Twitch is telling me that I have 20 viewers in my chat. I am getting ad revenue based off of 20 viewers. If I have, like, 10 people in here who aren't being counted because they're lurking, and I, like, have 30 people watching me, but I only have, like, 20 viewers in my stream, Twitch is, like, they're taking, like, they're taking money from me, right? And, like, for me, I don't care, because, like, it's fine. I'm getting by anyway. I live at my folks' house, right? I live with my mom, and I'm 19. I'm chilling. So, like, I don't care. But, like, the point that I'm making is, like, big streamers, right? If there's a streamer on Twitch that has, like, you know, 1,000 people, Twitch is telling them they have 1,000 viewers, but they actually have, like, 1,300 or 1,400 from, like, lurkers that aren't being counted. Like, that adds up to a shitload of money that they're being shorted. If I don't chat, then I don't count as a viewer. That's how I understand it. If you haven't chatted in the last, like, I think it's like 3 set, I think it's like 15 or 20 minutes, Twitch stops counting you as a viewer, which is crazy. Like, that should not be the case. And like I said, for smaller streamers like me, it matters less. It matters a little bit. My ad revenue is also, like, not majority of my earnings on Twitch. It's the majority of earnings on YouTube because, like, that's essentially all of my earnings on YouTube, but on Twitch, the majority of my rev comes from like subs and stuff like that. Unless the one caveat to that is if I get like a huge raid, like if Belanos raids me with like 100 people, or if Vagabond raids me with like 100 people, then I get majority of my funds coming from ad rev. But the majority of my revenue comes from like subs and stuff like that. So like it matters less for me, but like for big streamers, they're getting shorted like a lot. Like this is like, it seems like lawsuit territory, like genuinely. It seems fraudulent, man. Like it's kind of crazy that they could just get away with that. I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna say grab my water bottle. It's right here. I'm freaking out and I'm not paying attention to my surroundings per usual. Twitch is messing with people's econ. Streamers need temperance. Not for real, though. For real. All right, let's take this Hermit, and then let's just hold on to it. Normally, I don't like blocking Hermit, but I mean, popping it right now is just a net loss. Someone got assaulted at TwitchCon, too, and they did next to nothing about it. Yeah, I saw that Emiru got assaulted at TwitchCon, and the TwitchCon staff essentially just did absolutely nothing. You should add a channel point reward where you play a mod requested by said person. I just have a mods channel in my Discord where literally anybody can just go and suggest mods. And that way I don't have to, like, channel point wallet. 330 on a pair. I'm assuming we can top deck a flush. That's maybe more playable here. Because this with plus 10 molt probably, I was going to say, gets us close to getting out. If this doesn't get me out, that's like somewhat ideal. It should though, because we saw that the other one got us more than 300 points. But if that didn't get me out, then I could have put pairs into my telescope. Probably it doesn't matter at this point, actually, but it is what it is. This is an angle where I could definitely pop a subpar Hermit here, because if I take this Constellation, then we're down to $5, and that's like not a lot of econ whatsoever. Whereas if I pop the Hermit and then take it, we're getting less money from the Hermit, but if I pop Hermit and then take it, we're at $16. That feels a lot better than 5, especially with the Cloud 9. I think we just go like this. Go next. Do a stream of entirely ads. When the ads end, you just play ads from YouTube. That's crazy. Some dude I was watching on Twitch did a subathon and it finished yesterday and started at the start of August. He legit just didn't stop streaming. I kind of want to do a subathon just because I think it would be funny, but there's like so many, I don't know how people do it. There's like so many problems with it that would get in the way. First off, I upload like semi-daily. I'm straying away from uploading daily because I want to start pivoting into like more videos like my video on the update where they were like longer videos that are like scripted and stuff. But it's like, how do I upload stuff if I'm streaming 24/7? But it's also like, you know, I want to have like off-stream interactions still. So how do I do that? Pivoting? Dude, everybody clowns on me when I say pivoting. Pivoting is a fine... Pivoting is a fine term to use, dude. It's not Balatro brain rot. Pivoting is a fine term. I don't know why people give me so much shit. Video editing stream? I mean, I guess. I feel like that'd be boring, though. Would you guys not be bored by a video editing stream? I feel like if a streamer that I was watching during a subathon was just editing their vids during the stream, that shit would be so ass. I think when Bean did a 24/7 stream, he either looped videos or did a black screen. Bean did, like... He like showed VODs on his stream. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about, like, uploading stuff to YouTube while also streaming. Because if I'm streaming, then, like... If I'm streaming, then, like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, edit on stream, because I feel like that'd be annoying. Leave your stream open and do nothing if you do something IRL? Bro, that's stupid at that. But then why even have a subathon at that point? Like, I get what you're saying. But like, then why would I even have a subathon? That's just scummy. I'm gonna just go in the other room and do shit. Damn the Nebula deck. You can do it. I've seen it happen. I know you can do it, but it just like I wouldn't want to. That it feels scummy. It feels stupid to do that. All right, this is where we pass away because we have no chips. Decent straight angle here. Heavy emphasis on decent. Okay, it just got better. Put a cardboard cutout of you and loop phrases on a soundboard. That's hilarious. That would be so peak, actually. All right, I have hearts. I'm just going to go for the flush. Kind of glad I did that. Turn on royalty-free bird watching videos since there are a lot of cats here. What? What did I just read? Streamer, there is nothing more scummy than not doing a mage stream. I can't win with you people. Burger? Sure. Sure. I need chips if I'm going to commit to the burger, but I really want to commit to the burger. Mercury helps. I literally play seal videos on my stream. I mean, that's fair. Following you, based. Let's go Judgment. That's ass. I don't want to lock myself into this, man. Because if I don't get chips, this is so buns. And I don't think the Mercury card is going to be enough. You'll have fun testing that seed? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Es posible. Do I go for burger here, man? I'm just so, you know, it's fine. I'm selling anyway. It's okay. Get the oops. Go next. It's fine. Let's just do a bit of selling, shall we? Okay, never mind. I'm getting a lot more points after that singular Mercury card. Burger also increases money from hands. I was just worried about chips scaling, but apparently I have enough. I was playing around and it's very tough. Lots of bait. That's kind of how tonight has been shaping up, hasn't it? I want to make Mercury Metal IRL. What? $9. No fortune teller. Bad. There's nothing worth copying in the spectral pack, so do I want to take the death into the spectral pack? Not really. I guess I'll do it anyway, because there's no point in not doing it, but like, kind of a big who cares. I guess we just hang 5s. Go spectral, immolate here, and I just win. Trance also kind of just wins. The medium with the eternal burger goes hard. Ooh, this is a stinky boss. Yo, this boss actually sucks wiener. If I don't get, like, insanely lucky with paired top decks, I just lose all of my money. So far, so good. Fuck! Alright, well, I can at least do this, and that gets me out. Bang. It's our boss. The Clurb, that's fine. Let's take the free roll. Egg action. Let's go in here. Foil Joker helps. I think we low-key ditched the red card. Not something that I would normally say. Missed $1 of sell value. Please give me the blue seal, I beg. How do you look so feminine and so masculine at the same time? What I mean, what is my response to that supposed to be? It's called being a twink. Chat, I'm not a twink. What are you guys on about? Can I find this blue seal for the love of Christ? $3. I think this is the least locked in I've ever been playing Gold Stake. This stream, not this run. Well, also this run, but like just the stream in general. Greetings from San Diego. What's up, Dark Lord Fox? Unreal with the follow. Welcome in. What's wrong with being a twink? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just don't think I am one, bruh. I'm not, you know, if you're a twink in chat, just keep on keeping on, I guess, man. We're rating you on the twink scale, impossible to focus. That is true. I've been at TwitchCon, but back at my hotel now. I feel like I've been seeing you live all weekend. What do you mean? Seeing me live all weekend? I don't get it. We'll block the Cheos here. He looks like a hipster from the 2010s. Hello? Death the Blue Seal. Yummy. Temperance value. Shouldn't have sold that one thing. That's okay. Go next. Have you played any modded Balatro? I've played many a modded game, yes. Hog. I just looked. Huge. My bad. No, you're chilling. You're chilling. I dare you to take the egg if you find it. It's the best Joker in the whole of Balatro. Everything that's been said in this chat since I joined is literally just he has long hair. I mean, fair. High card shouldn't be that bad for score. Have you played Ortalab? I have not played Ortalab. I've heard it's fire, though. Yes! 2 blue seals. Fuck! It's Nebula deck! God, I'm gonna... You know what I was gonna say. I can't say it because I'm streaming on YouTube, and I think that gets me... I think that gets YouTube mad at me. But you know what I was gonna say. God, I hate this video game. Pair. I can't even take the Emperor here in good faith. This is so annoying. He was gonna say a slur. I was not gonna say a slur. I would have specified that both platforms would have gotten mad at me if I intended to say a slur, but also I don't say slurs. What can I death here? I guess anything is a fine death angle. I just want to put death in my Fool, man. Is Wheel maybe, but no, Wheel's just low-key better here. You should try, it's fun. What? Are you gonna unalive yourself? Oh, I forgot that was nomenclature that can be used on YouTube. Yeah. Bang. Tragic. Also, my foil Joker is about to pass away, which is gonna make me very sad. Not looking forward to that. You got the F-slur pass from playing Balatro. It's all good. That is crazy, but you're like not that far off is the even crazier part. Is the F-slur foil? Maybe. You said it at mods. Let's just go for one of these, I guess. Pair of 3s on the backswing has got to win. I don't know why I'm keeping both of these blue seals. I can only proc one. I need Crystal Ball immediately. No, it's flush. Dude, that is a slur in this chat. You're getting banned, buddy. We don't play those hands in chat. Death the blue seal or $20. If this was any other deck, I would consider deathing the blue seal here, but Hermit is fine when we only have one slot. Good planet block. I'm also low-key forgetting that I should be just buying every planet card for the constellation. The only good flush is the one with Ancient Photo Chad. Yo, that's so based, though. That's actually facts. You have Tella, no blocking. You're so right. This is what I'm talking about, Chad. I'm just not locked in today. Today is not a gold stake Balatro day. Even with the follow, welcome in. And with the sub, appreciate you, man. I don't know why the alert for that didn't play, but I see it in chat. Never mind. Appreciate the sub. Many thanks. Many thanks. Okay, we lose our foil, but we do have planet cards now, so that matters less. I will be blocking with you. Blue Joker. Absolutely not. Hermie Fool Hermie. Don't mind if I do. That's kind of sexy. Just beat red deck on red stake. Congrats. Good stuff. Take the Mars card. Shock, is the subathon stream gonna go on for 1 more hour? This is not a subathon stream. Hello. Blue Joker %. Wait, true. This is way too late for Squimbo. No. I mean, we could take him, but like we have blue seals now. There's no way that Squimbo is scaling fast enough to where I literally care about him at all. Could take the DNA for the speculative hologram. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I recently beat gold on red and blue. Congrats. Is this a cat mod? This is the best cosmetic mod on the market. This is the Glumbus mod. Afflictions with the lurk. I appreciate you. Hex action. Almost assuredly not worth it. Let's just aura and ace, I guess. Plus 50 aura. Take the Venus for the constellation. Go next. Only thing that I'm DNAing here is blue seals. All right, we're not getting value. I'm just gonna ship the pair here so that I don't like mess with DNA. Take even, Steven? No. Is the F-slur throwback? Or is it 4 fingers? It would be more likely to be 4 fingers than it would be to be throwback. The throwback is pretty cheeks, so like I appreciate you thinking about him. Throwback. I mean, throwback is kind of like a good way of saying it, though, because throwback does make me want to throw up whenever I see him. So, like, that's kind of fair, no? Throwback is the only Joker in the game that does nothing. Kind of facts. You're low-key cooking with that take. I'm not going to lie. Another trance or immolate. I mean, probably it's just a trance angle here with Constellation. I know the meme is always immolate, but, like, there's no reason to just not take blue seals with Constellation. I guess the only reason would be because we're on the Nebula deck, but doesn't feel like a good enough reason to me. Okay, now I just got to throw a straight out because we have no pairs. That's fantastic. Fibonacci, more like fib to my girlfriend about my whereabouts. +2, apparently. I would say that counts as a +2. What if throwback was for every skip tag used to synergize with double tags? Yo, Loki, you're kind of cooking with that. I actually do like that change. Chat, how would we feel about that? My first time playing Balatro, I did the ultra rare half Joker throwback tech. I still find it so funny to look back on my first win. Incoming Sizak raid, maybe. Oh god, I need to actually lock in on gold stake. Oh no, I can't talk about twinks with my chat now. I can't talk about twinks with my chat now. I have to actually like play the video game. I think it should just be more X-Molt per skip. I kind of like the double tag thing though. It should look okay if it is just gonna be if it is just gonna be unchanged, it should be more X-Molt. The fact that you only get times 0.2, you get the same like X-Molt per action as hologram when you're running throwback. That is crazy. I'll just go to Sizak's chat and talk about twinks there. I mean, fair enough, man. Let's go for the steel card here and the wheel. Tragic. I don't even know why I'm running DNA, man. You can get away with anything when you're doing Grimbo Burger. I just need a crystal ball, pretty please. A treasure train? What is a treasure train? Did they change hype trains? What is a treasure train? Do they... First, they're not counting lurkers. Then they don't care about people getting assaulted. Now they're changing hype trains. Like, what is this? Unlock a limited time 35% off gift subs at level 2 during this train. So it's the exact same thing as hype train. Sizak with the raid, welcome in. It's the exact same thing as a hype train, but they're just like, they just want you to give me subs so that you can give me more subs because they're discounted. That's kind of crazy. The treasure train should hit Twitch HQ. +2. Sizraid, how's it going? Welcome in, Sizak Raiders. We are playing Gold Stake. It's going. I'm 0-2 for the night. Have I even changed my stats to 0-2? Yeah, I have changed them to 0-2. We've just been doing a lot of yapping. I've been, this is probably the least locked in that I've been for a Gold Stake night. Like, debatably ever. It's a miracle that I've even gotten this far with this run. I've forgotten how our pair is scaling, so I'm gonna not proc DNA. 23,000 points. I absolutely could have procced DNA there. That's okay. The stream is bugging for me right now. It sounds like the time to duel. Well, that's unfortunate. We're twinking out. I have neutral feelings about twinks. That's crazy. We can just keep the steel in hand. Bang. Just glitch the game and give me 2 blue seals. Tragic. 4 rounds in 3 hours. That challenge moves fast. Damn. Is that Cobblemon server thing still up? I am not sure. I would say maybe DM. DM. There's somebody in the Discord that has like a Minecraft related role. I would say just DM them. Because I am honestly not sure. I have not played on that server for like eons at this point. These are all ass. Just give me an Emperor. That's even more ass. I don't even know why I bother, man. Sure. The fish is going to be interesting with the burger. That's going to be fire. Surely this is a pair. You got to be fisting me. That's crazy. I think we just lose to the fish. I got it. Just got in Discord. So yeah. Oh, gotcha. Let's go here. This is going to be a miracle if I make it out of the fish. This is more than likely a 4, I would say. Way off. Cool. Okay, we know this is an ace. 39,000 points. I guess I can use the sun card to see what certain ranks are. Okay, well, we know we have a pair now. The treasure train is crashing. Tragic. $10. This Cloud9 is so attached to me, man. He wants to come with so badly. I don't know why I've just been keeping this debuffed photo. Let's let him come along. He's making me sad, man. He's just looking at me in every shop. Thank you for the stickerless rebate when I take Eternal Burger. That's so cool, video game. I love this game like no other. Smash like for more Balatro content. Am I right? Or am I right? I mean, just like put glass on a 9, I guess. Sure. W Cloud9, real. Unseen is gonna get hit by the treasure train. What? Like a lost kitten, it always comes back? Dude, that's facts. He rotated back to us so many times. Why did I take this DNA? I think I just took it because it was funny. I don't even know what's happening anymore, man. This is what happens when I don't play Gold Stake for a week. I gotta brush up more. Smashing like. Yo, I appreciate you, Genie. Loki, my goat. The treasure train has been completed, apparently. Blue % after this. You are hilarious. You are so funny. That is not happening. Let's go Jumbo Spectral. I mean, this is an Ecto angle, no? It's just that everything that we have sucks for Ecto. Ouija angle, am I right? Oh my god. I'm not joking, the people yearn for the blue. I'm not doing blue percent after this, bro. What do you mean? That is not happening. Isn't negative Cloud 9 kind of pretty? Grim could be okay. I think if I'm taking anything, it's Ecto purely for the meme. Maybe on Burger, that's kind of a bad play. This boss is a complete nothing burger. I didn't even look at that. I'm yearning for blue percent and yellow percent. I'm not doing either. I'm not doing yellow percent ever, and I'm not doing blue percent tonight. I think I'm just going to skip. Bro said eco. I think they meant ecto, but I'm not sure. Piss percent. Brother. Wow, no pair in the top deck. I'm cooked. Pack it up. I told Unseen the treasure train was crashing into his stream. Interesting. We'll await his response. What about high card percent? I'm pretty sure that's already been done, right? Hasn't Belanos done that? Percent? Now we're cooking, chat. See, these are the ideas that we need. Okay, pair. What's my best pair angle here? I have no 4s. I have 1-5. I have 1-10, and then everything else is like whatever. Cool, no blue seals. Streamer, I meant eco. I love just being a silly, whimsical guy sometimes. What is percent? Blue percent is a challenge that was created by my deranged chat. Okay, well, see ya, DNA. Dude, Yorick would have been so funny. Glum, do I even have... I have 3 lucky cards in the deck. That's just not happening. That's just not happening. I'm sorry, chat, but it's just not. Canio percent. I mean, we'll keep him. He's funny. Bet you wish you had that trading card right now. You're so right, chatter. Tough boss blind. It is pretty rough. I don't know if we're gonna make it out. I should have taken like a tarot card. I should have taken like a justice card. I think this is too close. Okay, we did just barely make it out, chat. Midas. See ya, Cloud9. Never knew ya. That's not mattering at all, by the way, but it is fine. Boop. Justice! Wait, now I'm selling you because I could just break glass for Canio. Bye-bye. Except it's not going to break because I have a Canio, so when you have a Canio, all glass becomes bulletproof. I've said it a billion times, chat. The only thing that the game loves more than seeing me lose is proving me wrong. Chat challenge to do what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't elaborate. It's a challenge made by my deranged chat. I have the paste bin rules in another tab. I'll post it in YouTube chat. I would highly recommend not doing it because it's a horrible challenge. But essentially the challenge is you can only take things that are blue. So you can only use blue jokers. You can only play blue cards. So like the clubs on the high contrast mode look like they're blue. You can only ever play clubs in the challenge, and etc. and so on. It's not a fun challenge. They just like to see me suffer. But we run it every once in a while. I can take a random glass for Canio, sure. I'm such funny man, chat. I'm such funny man. It's the most fun challenge ever. I had fun doing. Don't lie. Genie, I just glazed you. Don't lie to me. Yes, I did it, percent. That's deranged? Yes. Very true. Bang. We'll take the reroll surplus because it's funny, because we're getting, like, no value here. Can you tell Genie he should take me to Hoko %? Genie, you should do whatever that chatter said. I was playing Balatro on Benadryl, not Hatman dosing, and Kaneo saved my gold stake run from my drowsy fumbling. Dude, that's because Kaneo is the GOAT. Oh my god, campfire. Oh my god, campfire. That's so broken. Oh my god, campfire. Best gold stake Joker, by the way. Maybe not. Okay, not best, but very good. Luchador to debuff the Leaf. Hey, those are the plays that people subscribe to me for. What you know about my boy CJ Pep %? I need to watch more CJ, low-key. I'm just not big into, like, watching multiplayer. Or Balatro in general, for that matter. Pretty much the only Balatro creator that I watch is Doc. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much the only person that I watch off stream for Balatro is the Doc. And, like, I'll tune into Unseen and Sizak streams every now and again, but that's just because we've rated each other so much that, like, they're kind of homies. Also Genie, every once in a while I'll watch. CJ plays, like, the best music. I think I've been in one CJ stream, maybe two. But I remember the stream that I was in, he did have pretty fire music. That's fair. He seems like a chill guy. I just can't really get around to everybody, you know what I mean? Is that a pause? We'll say it's a pause. Chat, I'm going to throw in the towel for tonight. Because if I try to do one more run, if it's not just a lobotomy paramaxing run, it's going to take until 5 in the morning at the rate that we're going. Can we bring back the PVZ music? Chat, should I start doing, like, video game music in the background? I don't want to do, like, Spotify requests because that'll get my shit taken down on YouTube. But I can do video game %. Video game %? Video game music. Fuck, Genie. God. Should I go live with Blue %? It's up to you, man. If you do, I'll raid you. Otherwise, who am I raiding? Probably Unseen. Unless they have gotten off stream. No, they're playing Battlefield. If you go live with it, I'll raid you. Otherwise, I'm just going to raid Unseen. Are you doing Clover Pit? Nah, I'm not going to do Clover Pit. Clover Pit's going to be the same thing. If I do Clover Pit, it's going to take, like, forever. I'm doing it? All right. Shock, would you have to reset in your rule set if you were in a Mega Arcana pack, got a non-blue Joker from Judgment, then got it to foil from Wheel all in the same pack? Yes. What the Sigma? Where's the rug pull? Oh, yeah, locked in. There's the rug pull. Are there any slot machine streamers right now? Didn't they ban that shit? Somebody else was talking about this in chat earlier. I could have sworn they banned gambling streams on Twitch. But somebody in chat the other day was literally like, no, they didn't, you stupid idiot. Alright, is Genie live yet? 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 God, this guy takes forever! No, I'm just kidding. Alright, he's live. Chat, we're rating Genie with blue %, apparently. Kick? Yeah. I mean, Kick is just awful. Chat, if I ever stream on Kick, just know that I sold out officially. I won't ever say that I sold out, because if you say that you sell out, self-awareness on that topic does not make it better. But just know that if I ever stream on Kick, I did sell out. I did get a bag if I am streaming on Kick ever. All right, chat, we're gonna raid Genie. They are gonna run blue % for the people who are asking for it in here. Best of luck to them. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get some sleep because my brain is apparently just fried. If you stream on Kick, we'll know you said the F slur. That's actually facts, though. 90% of Kick streamers are just people on Twitch who got banned for saying slurs. That's a statistic that I pulled out of my ass, but I would put money on the fact that it is like within a 10% margin of error true. Anyway, love you guys. We'll be back on Monday. Tomorrow's my day off, so don't expect anything tomorrow. Don't know if I'm gonna upload tomorrow either, because I'm trying to work on, like I said, the transition to like longer scripted videos on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, love you guys. See you on Monday. Stay safe, sleep well, and have a good one. Go show Genie some love, drop them a follow and everything. And yeah, love you guys. Peace out. Thank y'all for watching.